Hello, hello, everybody. I am Chris Manno. Welcome to Valuetainment Sports, and this is our second live stream, our second playoff game, and as quick as it's going, it's been awesome. And we are here at the Boardroom Cigar Lounge. This is actually our cigar lounge. It's the premier cigar lounge in South Florida. You can find us in Fort Lauderdale. And guys, we can't really walk through the place right now, but at some point we're going to have to give you guys the tour, because if you are local, this is the spot you want to be. And it's for obviously nightly get-togethers, networking. It's like nowhere else in South Florida, but you're going to want to get in here for events like this, guys. We are we are 2 live podcasts into this place, couple live streams here, and it's been incredible, guys. And that's one of the perks of here, okay? So we'll talk about the Boardroom Cigar Lounge specifically throughout the broadcast. Make sure you guys drop questions in the chat. We can tell you all about it, man. We got the guy who makes everything happen here, Michele, in the building. Maybe pop him in for a minute or two later, tell you guys about what's going on here. But guys, we're here for one reason and one reason only today, and that's the football game, right? AFC Championship Game. Obviously, a whole bunch has happened over the last week to sort of impact what could happen. There's been talk all year about the Patriots and one of the easiest schedules in NFL history. Well, from the outside, you would think it got easier with the injury to Bo Nix, who has led the Broncos to this #1 seed. And obviously, Jarrett Stidham, the backup who will be playing, is not Bo Nix, but he's very capable, guys. And do I see a road where the Broncos can pull this out with Sean Payton, with Bo Nix? Absolutely. So I think it'd be crazy to rule the Broncos out on their home field of this game before it even starts. So, guys, we are back here. I'm going to do a little bit of commentary, kind of talk you guys through it, because obviously we are not streaming the game. But we have it here, you have it there, and we will talk about stuff that's going on. I'm sure I could commentate a little bit, and hopefully we could find a little vibe between us that works, all right? So make sure you guys are dropping stuff in the chat. The more you do that, the better this is going to go. The more engagement we have, the easier it is for me to not talk to myself like a dope for the next 3 hours. So we'll try to pop some cool people in. Boardroom is now open and rocking, so if you're a member, get down here. It's starting to fill up. We've got people RSVPing all week. We got some special guests we hope to drop in with us. As you can see, Bo Nix is up in the box right now. Man, he's got to be struggling. That has got to be chaos. To be the guy to lead your team to a Super Bowl at this young age, to an AFC title game, on the verge of a Super Bowl at this young age, and have to sit it out and watch from the sidelines must be just heart-wrenching if you're Bo Nix, right? You think about a guy like Dan Marino, who was a premier quarterback in the league for so long, but now for the rest of his time, and since he's retired, right or wrong, because he was phenomenal, it's going to always be attached to his name that he never won a Super Bowl. And he actually never got back to a Super Bowl. So the crazy thing about Bo Nix, he's in his second year, the same year the great Dan Marino got to the Super Bowl. So you probably assume at 22 years old, I got here at 22, I'm going to be back in no time. Dan Marino never saw the Super Bowl again. So guys, we'll see. You can't take these things for granted. Guys, we are off and running. The kick is out through the back of the end zone, and it looks like the Broncos are going to take over with no return. And guys, here we go, right out the gate, Jarrett Stidham. So it'd be interesting to see how Denver approaches this. There's a couple of schools of thought here. Now, do you play it safe, and do you kind of run the heck out of the ball, which is something I don't know that I foresee that happening. I think Sean Payton's got a bit of an ego. So don't be shocked if you think Sean Payton comes out here and actually tries to shock the Patriots by throwing the ball all around. First play is here. We're lined up. They got one guy in the backfield, 3 wide to the right. We got motion. Stidham hands the ball off, and he's, right in the hole. Nothing there. All right, so that's kind of what I think. Now, obviously, this is Stidham's. He started with the Patriots, which is interesting, right? He was drafted while Tom Brady was still in New England, right? 4th-round pick out of Baylor and Auburn. Okay, went to both schools. And the craziest part is that when Josh McDaniels was there the first time, he drafted him. So if anybody knows about the strengths and weaknesses of Jarrett Stidham, now obviously he's a bit more mature now. He's been in the league a little longer. But you got to think that Sean Payton, a lot of Seans. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. You got to think that Josh McDaniels' previous time with Jarrett Stidham is going to be leaned upon heavily for this game plan, That's not what you don't want. What you don't want is to be playing from 3rd and long if you're a quarterback who hasn't played in a game in 3 years and is 1-3 in your career in a vital game like this. You want to get out ahead of the sticks early. You want to get 6 or 7 on that first down. You want to not be playing 3rd and long right now, because that's going to be a hindrance for the majority of the game if that ends up being a thing. Let's see what we got. We got 3rd and, hold on just one sec. I got closed captioning up here. I wonder if we can get rid of the closed captioning and maybe mute the game would be awesome, because I can't see the down and distance and stuff on the bottom. You're the man. Thank you, brother. So there it is. There it is. And you know they're going to send pressure like crazy. I think if they're smart, the Broncos, though, you throw into that pressure. Get the ball out quick. Oh, that's not good. Yeah. And you got to imagine that he's not going to get the calls on those close ones, being a guy who doesn't have much of a, NFL pedigree to fall back on. Some of these veteran quarterbacks who've been doing it for a long time might get the benefit of some of those kind of questionably late hits. I don't see Jarrett Stidham being one of those guys who get that. So quick 3 and out, guys. They managed 1 yard. Probably not what they were looking for right out of the gate. But here we go. There it is. Got it out. And I think special teams today, guys, is going to be a component of the game that the Broncos aren't bad on. So the Broncos could absolutely swing the game in that facet. Obviously, they say you got to do something big. Obviously, a lot of times who wins the special teams battle wins a lot of these games. Turnovers and special teams. And speaking of turnovers, guys, we've got young Drake Maye coming out now. So that's been something. Now, look, this is incredible. 16-3 regular season and postseason. He's the second quarterback, I think, all time to win 16 games total in his second year. And he may be the youngest. But over the last couple of weeks, he has been very prone to the turnover. We've seen him fumble the ball quite a bit, couple of picks. So it's going to be vital for Drake Maye to protect the football as well. Because, look, as much as it's probably an advantage to be playing against their backup, you give that advantage away right away if you don't protect the football and give that offense more opportunities to thrive. And you see that. I mean, the defensive line of the Broncos has been nasty all year, led by Nick Benito, who's in that backfield all the time. You see it right there. They send the blitz quite a bit, too. 5th highest percentage in the NFL. We're going to see right now. This would be big for Denver to establish that defensive presence right out of the gate. Got to get pressure on Drake Maye, too. Don't let him sit back there and get comfortable. We've seen Kayshawn Boutte look real good the last couple of weeks. They got a real good stable of running backs. Is that Travion Henderson? Or was that Ramondre? There it is. Twice. Haven't gotten past the line of scrimmage. So again, guys, if Denver can lead on that defense as they have much of the year to get them to the promised land, and that's how you want it to be. You want to keep this game close if you're their defense till the end and just wait for maybe New England to make a mistake to try to kind of even these things up. How we looking on here? We've got 5 in here. We appreciate all 5 of you. Thank you. Young Jay Too Much. What's going on, Young Jay? Thank you for jumping in with us, brother. Appreciate you. All right, so we're 3rd and 4 now, much more manageable. Throws a slanty. Oh, wow. Wow. Try to squeeze it in there to Diggs. Almost intercepted, actually. You saw that linebacker buzzing out there towards that flat right at the snap. Watch 9. He reads it, and he's out. Oof. Yeah, I really should have. Those are the ones you don't want to let go. See, and then, guys, that's like 3 points automatically when you pick a ball. You turn a ball over from there. Drake Maye's really got to do a better job of protecting that football. We've seen that for the last couple of weeks. And Marvin Mims, always dangerous in back there. You see 452 punt return yards. Most in the NFL. Mims is dangerous every time he touches the football. Let's see. Oof. Oof. All right, Gunner's down there quick. We've seen guys like that, Schooler. We've seen guys like that in the Patriots system for 100 years. These guys who just dominate. And we're going to go to our first commercial, guys. So yeah, so I guess that's how you wanted it to start if you're both sides, right? If you're the Broncos, that's how you needed that defense to come out, kind of set the tone early that we're not going to just let you move the ball on us. And if you're the Patriots, that's exactly what you wanted to happen with Stidham. Don't let him gain any early momentum, because obviously you make the kid feel like he should be out there and he can win this game. Then he's a pro too. So all these guys are uber talented and they belong there. So you give him the belief, he's going to believe, and that's how it is. You don't want to see him if he comes out there and marches down the field, guys. The rest of it sets the tone for the rest of the game. So that's where we're at. First drive down on both sides. Nothing too surprising there. We're starting to fill up here a little bit. We've got some of our staff outside. Good to see you all. How's everybody doing? And again, yeah, we're going to try to pop some people on throughout this process. We got some cool RSVPs. As you guys can see, Malik and Deli did an awesome job of getting that scoreboard up on the screen for us. So that thing should be keep us up to date. Anybody who's checking in with us, obviously we got to grow this room. We want to drop some stuff in the chat, man. Let me drop in here real quick and see how everybody's doing. All right, let's do this. Yeah, guys, and the football is completely different, too. We've heard Danny talk about this a lot of times. There's like 3 levels to NFL football. There's preseason, which is obviously a lot of guys who aren't going to stick for very long, and that's kind of where they get their shot. There's regular season, which is good, fast-paced football. And then there's playoffs, which is just a completely different level. Guys are locked in. Mistakes have to be minimized. Speed is increased. And to be a guy like Jarrett Stidham, who hasn't seen a much regular season game action over the last 3 years, to kind of get thrown into this fire at this level, it's going to be a big ask of him. But again, he is probably one of the better backups in the NFL. And look you've seen in the past, guys, hold on, we're back out. It's 1st and 10. We'll finish that up, finish that thought as soon as this play is over. All right, so he shifts his back. Right tackle, oh man, they got guys in the backfield already. He's moving around the pocket well. He extends in the play, extending the play. You got to make that throw. Can't leave that one out there. See, that's the kind of play that he needs to make. He does a really good job navigating the pocket and extending the play. And at that point, it's kind of just backyard football. His receivers do a good job of getting open. Just doesn't make a good throw right there. So, guys, that's what, to get back to what I was visiting before, you got to look at the opportunity Jarrett Stidham has here. Obviously, it goes down and it's a movie if he wins the next 2 games, His life will never be the same again. We saw it with a guy like Nick Foles, who's tasked with coming in and saving the day, and he actually did that. And now Nick Foles, for the rest of his life, will be attached to a Super Bowl championship. There's a flag on the play. What do we got? What do we see? Let me see. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the ref. Stepped out, didn't. Yeah, illegal touch. So even if he would have caught that ball, it would have come back. But, guys, that's what we're saying. It's a great opportunity for a Jarrett Stidham to, your life changes at any point if you end up being a Super Bowl champion. Your life is never the same again. But for a guy like him to go on a little bit of a run, maybe Jarrett Stidham is somebody's starter next year. You know what I mean? Earn yourself a good contract. He's got an empty backfield right now. And I wouldn't be shocked at all if I saw Sean Payton really start to, don't close up the playbook. It's a bad throw. Damn. Not the start he wanted. Come on, Jarrett. Not the start he wanted. He doesn't seem rattled, but yeah, it looked like it was set up to be a big play. He misses his receiver. Was that Cortland Sutton out there? Who was it? No, it was Mims again. Yeah, they want to get the ball in Mims' hands. He's so electric. Got to make that throw, though. Got to make that throw if you're Stidham. Got to settle down. A couple plays early is going to help him to kind of get in a flow. That's what you want. You don't want to be playing from behind in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, because at that point, they're just not equipped for that fight. It's 3rd and 10 again, 2nd time. We don't want that. He airs it out. It's a beautiful ball. He's got him. He got him. Look at this. Look at Mims. That a boy, Stidham. See, that's going to help him settle in. I'm telling you. And he beat Christian Gonzalez, arguably the top cornerback in football. He goes right at Christian Gonzalez. Look at Mims. Look at Mims. Nice stick, and he stays very, very high on that post. There it is. You can see the other guys. They're rooting for him, man. There it is. Let's go. He hits Marvin Mims in stride. Great job. Great job. That's what you need, man. And you got to get, now it's vital. Now it's vital. You put 7 on the board right now. Put 7 on the board right now. Make your team, make your stadium, make your crowd believe you are in this game. That's awesome, man. That's got to be the greatest feeling. I got a timeout now. And Mims has really been coming on. He's definitely been coming on. Like they said, 93 yards last week. See, and that's like, that's the kind of thing that's the kind of play that'll make you start to feel. I mean, that's a beautiful ball. Beautiful ball. Hit him right in stride. You see Mims is getting looked at by trainers now. I don't know if he hit his head or something. I think Gonzalez was expecting help from the inside because he barely put any hands on him or anything. Just let him run right by. That's a beautiful ball, though. I'm going to say something that's a little sus, Malik, but they got some handsome backup quarterbacks in the league, right? Is that like a prerequisite? You see that guy Sam Hartman? He kind of looks just like that guy. Look at Jarrett Stidham. All right, Stidham, let's go. Lil Jordan Humphrey's now in the game. He scored a touchdown on the play, so they handed off. Oh, got to make that block, 82. You're a tight end. Brutal. Brutal. Yeah, that's a really nice job just getting back to the line of scrimmage. You don't want that, guys. You got to make that block out there, especially if you're in there for that purpose. 82 is a tight end. It's tough to stay in front of those freak athletes of the defensive backs in the league, but, oh, that's a linebacker, and he just overshot him. Yeah, that's not good. All right, guys, so we're 2nd and goal from about the 8, I would say. See what Sean Payton dials up right here. No, they're a little closer. They're about the 7. About the 7. Look at that. 27 opposition drives in the red zone. There, got 1 touchdown. There it is. He got him. He got him. Get rid of it. Touchdown. Wow. You saw that one develop right away. What a great call by Sean Payton. What a great call. We've seen now, just on this first drive alone, Stidham isn't, he's never going to be mistaken for Lamar back there, but he's got the ability to navigate the pocket, to get out of there, to extend the play, and he does a really nice job here. Good fake, good ball, and there it is. He freezes them, and he throws the ball quick and decisive, finds his guy. Great job. And that's all you're looking for, guys. That's all you're looking for. You got to keep the defense in this game. Let the defense go in there and force a turnover. You guys go up 2 scores. There you go. First touchdown pass since 24. Good for Jarrett Stidham. And it's a 7-0 lead for the Denver Broncos. We're starting to fill up out here. I'm starting to see our crew. Love to see you all. Thank you guys so much for the support. Guys, this is a good time for us to talk to you about what we're doing here. So, this is our 2nd live stream. Obviously, I'm Chris Manno. I host Valuetainment Sports alongside the great Danny Kanell. We host our show. Right now, it's Wednesday, 5 p.m. We've been kicking around the idea of moving to Monday, give us a little bit better feel out of the weekend. Less of like no man's land, but we're putting the finishing touches on that. We may even have something cool extra planned for you guys that we've been talking about. But our 2nd live stream, we thank everybody for being here with us. The first one went pretty well. The first one was a lot of fun. Obviously, it was a beatdown. It was that game where Houston was they ran roughshod over the Steelers. That game was over quick and kind of dead in the room a little bit, but it was a lot of fun, man. Hearing Danny's insight is crazy, to the ability to watch a game with a former NFL starter is absurd. I got to spend a little bit of time there, obviously, as a reserve receiver and return man. I kind of would do anything they asked of me because that was the situation I was in. And obviously watching a game with me is sick, but watching a game with a guy who knows the ins and outs of these defenses, has seen everything you could see, it's super cool. We'll do this again, and we'll make sure that that's something you guys get the ability to do. It was awesome. But let's talk about the Steelers. Man, we're talking about them right now. They just hired Mike McCarthy, which I think in some circles is not being received really well in Steeler land because if you're familiar, they've had 3 coaches over the last 60 years in Pittsburgh. It was Chuck Noll. He gave way to Bill Cowher, and he gave way to Mike Tomlin. All of them had about 20 years at the helm. All success, success, success. And guys, if you remember, all of them, when they got out, were still under 60 years of age. You remember Bill Cowher was getting inquiries to be a head coach for the next decade and a half. So he was a young man when he got out, like early 50s or whatever. Same deal goes for Mike Tomlin. I think Mike Tomlin's 52 right now. So he's still kind of really got a lot of his fingers on the pulse. There's a good shot he could coach again. They're saying now that he may not coach again. And, that'll be up to him because he's going to have the opportunity to go do media or whatever. But the bonds he's built with his players, we've been hearing some of those stories over the weekend. It's been awesome. If you haven't yet, find the tweet from Ryan Shazier. I don't know if we can get that up, but Ryan Shazier had a great tweet. If you remember, Ryan Shazier was an all-world linebacker out of Ohio State, drafted in the first round by the Steelers, and his career started off just outrageous. He was playing phenomenal. He may have made All-Pro. I know he was a Pro Bowler, and he went on to be what we all thought was he was never going to walk again because he got hurt on the field in a game. And at that point, Mike Tomlin sort of put his arm around him. They would hold linebacker meetings at the hospital to keep Ryan Shazier engaged and positive. And then he went on to, I think, help coach there. But Ryan Shazier has this great post. If you haven't read it yet, I suggest you guys go read it. And now, where we were going with that was the hiring of Mike McCarthy. So Mike McCarthy is 62. He's been out of coaching now for about 2 years since the last time he was with the Cowboys, if you remember. And who was it that he won the Super Bowl with? His first stint around, like his first major coaching gig was with Green Bay and the Packers. He was a head coach there, and he won the Super Bowl with none other than the great Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers now just completed his first season with the Steelers, and his future's sort of up in the air. Like, I think he's going to play again because he could still play. So is he the same Aaron Rodgers we saw who was literally winning games by himself? He's not that guy anymore. But he's still very serviceable, and you'll find him, he'll have games where he looks like, because he can make every throw still. He's incredible. And I think where we were kind of up in the air about whether or not he would come back to Pittsburgh after Mike Tomlin stepped away. I think the hiring of Mike McCarthy, though it wasn't done solely for Aaron Rodgers to get him back, I don't think it hurts in any way because I think they have a pretty good relationship, and they've done some winning together. It'd be nice for Aaron Rodgers to not have to go pick up a new offense again. So, what's up, guys? We got guys outside here. We're starting to fill up a little bit. So, 3rd and 1, 3rd and short. This is what you want if you're New England. Let's see what they do. Looks like they get the first down, guys. They're going to go ahead and get the first down. They keep the chains moving. That's big for New England as well because New England right now is really hoping to answer. They have to answer that scoring drive from Jarrett Stidham because, like you said, the biggest mistake they could make is giving Jarrett Stidham and these Denver Broncos the belief. Because, guys, they're a 1 seed for a reason. The reason they're a 1 seed is not because one guy, Bo Nix is not Tom Brady yet, you know? They're not a 1 seed solely on the play of Bo Nix. It's a comprehensive effort, man. It's that crazy defense. I think they may have the most sacks of any defensive line. They're right near the top of defensive line sacks in history in one season. They're up in the 70s. Maybe it's 71. I mean, maybe we could fact check that one. But you don't want to give these guys the belief that they should be like what the Patriots hoped for coming into this game was to get in there, shut Jarrett Stidham down early, score early, make him uncomfortable, and take the life out of this building. And they haven't been able to do that, right? They did what they were supposed to on the first drive. They forced the 3 and out. But then Denver forces a 3 and out, and they let Jarrett Stidham go off for a big play to take a 7-0 lead. And now you go ahead and give them a little bit of life there. That building is on fire right now. It's one of the loudest outdoor venues in the NFL. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's some liquid courage going on out there because it's got to be crazy cold out there. Drake Maye going to let air one out a little bit. Okay, it's broken up. Nice job. Is that Surtain? Patrick Surtain Jr. defending Defensive Player of the Year. So he's going to shut down one side of that field. He's interesting to see them go test Surtain right out of the gate. But Kayshon Boutte's been awesome as of late. So, look, in the NFL, we've talked about that matchup before. If you have a one-on-one with any corner and your wideout out there, you got to go ahead and take the shot. And Drake Maye did just that. But Patrick Surtain did an awesome job of breaking that up. Let's see what we got now. So 3rd and 12, guys. 3rd and 12. I'm telling you, a big stop now would be massive for this Denver Broncos team. And then you go in and get some points and forget about it. It's a whole different ball game. There we go. There it is. Surtain running step for step with Kayshon Boutte. That's huge. That's huge. To be able to shut that down and put them in 3rd and long, because 3rd and long, you can pin your ears back now and really send that pass rush. You can send these pass rushers after Drake Maye and make him uncomfortable now. Third and 12. Ooh, got it out quick. See, I hate that play. I hate that play if I'm Drake Maye. He had to get the ball out because he was going to get sacked, and he's got that internal clock in his head. So he probably knows that it's got to come out. I'm at 3 seconds. I'm at 4 seconds. It's got to come out. But throwing that ball to a receiver at 4 yards to me, granted, he might not have had anything down the field. It looks like it looks like his guys didn't have anything. But, man, do I hate that. It's a great job getting around the edge. Holy cow. That's a really good job getting around the edge. That left tackle, is that Will Campbell? He's had a tough time the last couple of weeks. He's the first-round pick. And he had a really good start to his regular season, but he's been very, very spotty over the last couple of weeks in the playoffs. And look, it's not, oh, whoa. So check this out. This is huge. Broncos need to get away from that football. Broncos need to get away from that football, and Mims needs to do a better job of screaming to his guys to get away from that football. Because that football bounces around and hits one of the Denver Broncos that's live. And if that happens, that'd have been a nightmare for Denver. Because they forced the 3 and out. I mean, they get the stop. And now, not the 3 and out. They get the stop, though, and they get the football back. Guys, we're starting to grow our room out here. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Julius is in the house. What's up, Jules? Good to see you. So obviously, guys, this is the first game of the day. The first game of the day today. This is championship weekend, so we're not only going to get a game in the AFC, we're going to get a 6:30 game in the NFC, and that one's going to be a blast, too. I would love to hear what you guys, got 7 in the room. Thank you, guys. I would like to see what you guys' predictions for a Super Bowl matchup is. I'm going with a rematch of the daunted game where Russell Wilson threw a pick to Malcolm Butler. I think we see New England, and I think we see Seattle in a rematch of that game. All right, that beast mode game where they didn't hand them the football. And we're going to find out later today how that game goes. That's Sam Darnold's freaking revenge tour. Sam Darnold's been incredible this year, huh? What do you guys think about that? The number 1 seed, and they get no respect. No respect still. These Seattle Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba's come on strong. They got a great defense. And their run game's been super steady. They lost Zach Charbonnet, is my understanding. I think Zach Charbonnet is now done for the year, but I could be wrong about that. But they're going to lean on Kenneth Walker, who had a monster week last week, a very serviceable back. And we're going to see how that game goes next, but that should be a fun one. That should be a fun one. We're going to, obviously, the Niners are without a couple of important bodies, so they have some stuff to overcome too, but they've been there before. They've been in that environment before. So for those guys to kind of figure it out and get through, nice little UFC commercial on. We got any UFC fans here? Did you guys watch the fights last night? Did any of our guys watch the fights last night? Sick, right? How awesome was that? What a good one, man. That was Paddy the Baddy Pimblett, and it was Justin Gaethje, and there's no such thing as a non-exciting Justin Gaethje fight. If you're familiar with the UFC, those guys came out. They were throwing them all night. Paddy Pimblett exhibited some crazy toughness, right? Because Gaethje was giving him putting the beats on him for a little bit, and he couldn't put him down. Even in the first round, he had him in a bad way. Guys, we are back. We are back and running. Denver's got the ball back. They're on their 23. And this is a huge drive, guys. This is a huge, huge drive right now. Because if Denver puts points on the board and makes this a 2-score game, I'm telling you, that building and that offense have life. Life that they probably shouldn't have. They go back to the run. That's a great job. That's a great jump cut and a great turn of the legs to get 8 yards on first down with R.J. Harvey. What an awesome job. What an awesome job on first down. That is so vital. That is so key. That is so key. You talk to any quarterback or offensive player in the league, the ability to start second and short. Wow, look at that ball. That's a beautiful throw. Hits him right in stride. And then they go in on the play-action boot. Nice job. Nice job right there. That's it, man. That's what Sean Payton has to do, and I think he will. We talked about this earlier. I don't think you close up the playbook, man. You go out swinging, right? He believes in Jarrett Stidham. He signed him to a second contract. He wanted him to stay here. He got him again. Got 13 out in the flat. He's going to hold it. He's going to throw it to him. There you go. Get the first. That's it. Take what they'll give you, Stidham. Take what they'll give you. Let me see if I can take the closed captioning off myself. Give me 1 sec, guys. Bear with me. We're still rolling. Sorry, Leak. I don't even know what clicker it is, bro. Thank you, bro. Guys, we got Malik here who jumped on the show with us. Say what's up to Malik. Malik, what's going on, big dog? Good to have you. Maybe we'll get Malik to pop on for a couple minutes with us later. He's watching the game now. He's making sure everything looks good back here for me, so we appreciate him for that. But if we can get him on, we always love to hear him chop it up with us. So, and we're off and running. They get the first down, which is vital. Hold on 1 sec. We're not up to speed here, guys. No, because the defense is on the field on the other TV. They go back to R.J. Harvey, who churns the legs again. It looked like he might have gotten stopped before getting the first there. We're going to watch that replay. He's real close, though. Real close. Oh, they gave him the first. Okay. So look at this. Couple first downs for Jarrett Stidham in that offense, and that's huge, guys. It is vital to be able to keep moving these sticks, man. The more you do that, the more they believe. The more you do that, the more they believe. So one of our TVs is... Yeah, that was old. That's old. All right, guys, here we go. 1st and 10 again. 3:46 left in the first. Jarrett Stidham's operating the offense reasonably well, guys. They're close to midfield. They hand it off again. They get about 2, it looks like, maybe 3 on first. I mean, not unproductive, but not what we call like that's not a quality first down play. That stadium is packed to the gills, huh? Holy cow. And that stadium, guys, I'm telling you, along with like Arrowhead and maybe, I mean, that might be it, man. Along with Arrowhead, probably the loudest outdoor stadiums in the league. So you know that crowd is there and they are geeked. I think we got an injury on the field right now. We got an injury to a Patriot. I'm not sure exactly who it was. Another interesting thing, guys, that we haven't spoken about a ton is, it's Robert Spillane, actually. Another interesting thing we haven't spoken about is the altitude there. So that's another thing that the Patriots are going to have to deal with. They're probably full of adrenaline, and they got to deal with that altitude. So what is this little commercial we have here? Guys running the 40s with this new Microsoft Pilot? Not bad. So, yeah, guys. So far, so good for I think everything you could have dreamed of if you were a Broncos fan, right? Everything you could have dreamed of as a Broncos fan or a player. It's getting a stop early. You got stopped early, but your quarterback overcame it. And Sean Payton, shout out to Sean Payton. You know, kudos for you to have the trust and faith in your guy to let him drop back and air one out. And so far, that's been the difference. About a 40-something yard pass to Marvin Mims that they turned into a touchdown on the next play where, again, he showed trust in his quarterback, and he gave him the opportunity to play action boot and throw a touchdown pass. So far, so good in Denver. I think it's about as good as they could have hoped that it started. Gotten a couple of stops now. New England's not been able to put anything together offensively, and that's been a common theme the last couple of weeks, you know? Drake Maye, as wonderful a season as he's had, he's been prone to the turnover the last couple of weeks, and the offense has become kind of stagnant. And the offense has never really been predicated on a bunch of playmakers. They don't have a ton of playmakers on the offense. I mean, they got serviceable players. Kayshon Boutte's looked great lately. Hunter Henry's a decent player. Ramondre Stevenson's a good player. But they don't really have any game breakers on offense. You know what I mean? So it's been Drake Maye and his ability to kind of make magic back there. And over the last couple of weeks, like we said, it's been a little crazy. The playoff football is very different. And it's this guy's first introduction to playoff football. And so far, it's been a bit of a rocky start. 6 fumbles and 2 picks in the last 2 games is a huge deal. You must protect the football because that's the key in regular football, and it's even accelerated now in playoff football. You must protect the football. All right, guys, we're back now. We are back and running. Looks like Spillane is in the tent. 2nd and 9. Go. Stidham is getting that pre-snap read. There's the handoff. I think they're probably giving him 2 plays in the huddle. Based upon what he sees, he's got the ability to kind of move with the throw or the run. There it is. Again, 2nd and 9. They're going to be 3rd and long, guys. 3rd and 9 now. He drops back. Get it out. It's a good throw. Ball's on the ground. Damn. I got to be honest. I find myself hoping he does well. I think a lot of people feel like that, right? About the underdog story. Like, how cool would it be to see him go on a little run, throw for 300 yards, and have a good win? You know? There it is. Got to catch that, though. Must make that play. Got to. Got to make that play if you're Cortland Sutton. And they're forced to punt now. Oh, Sutton beats him clean off the line. Does a real nice job getting to his depth. Oh, puts the ball on him. A little bit behind him, but you got to catch that ball if you're Cortland Sutton. Got to catch that football. There's the punt, guys, and it's going to sail into the end zone. Not bad by Stidham, honestly. He's done a nice job so far. Ball is on target. It's coming out when it's supposed to. He's extended a couple of plays. He's looked good so far. He's looked good. What's up, man? How we doing? Very good, thank you. Good to see you. There you go. We're starting to fill up here, guys. Getting awesome out here. Guys, again, we are at the boardroom. It is the premier cigar lounge in South Florida. I'm telling you, man. It's a who's who here. Coming here on a Friday night, you don't know who you're going to see. Man, we've seen pro athletes here. We've seen entertainers and celebrities here. Great place for networking. Great place to just chill out. It's a lot of fun. We hold live events here with Valuetainment and PBD. It's been an awesome time, guys. So I'm telling you, if you're local, if you're in the area, definitely come check it out. Come inquire about a membership. It's second to none here. I'm telling you, the people you're going to see every night, the connections you're going to make, you can't replicate them anywhere else. It's good. You sit back over a nice cigar, chop it up. They take phones, no phones on the way in, so it's all about conversation, relationships, networking, guys. Check us out at the boardroom, North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale. All right, we're back, guys. We're rolling. Let's see what we got. 4 yards on first down. They handed off to Travion Henderson, who's had a nice little rookie year. Guys, is there any way we could try to get this thing? I'm like 2 plays behind here. Is there any way we could try to get this thing to catch up? Because I can see it out of my peripheral where they're at. I'm so sorry. What do we got? Play action here. Looks like he's trying. Oh, they got him. They got him in the backfield. That's a huge play. That's a huge play right there. It's going to be 3rd and long again. That's a big play. 3rd and 15 now. You're forcing Drake Maye into bad situations, which is what you want. That's it. See? So that's the live play right there. Oh, because we're already like 20 seconds behind. Like when we're here, we're like 40 seconds behind. Yeah. No, that one's they're already off the field and everything there. That happened probably like 45 seconds ago. So he tries to hit Ramondre Stevenson on an out. Little short on the throw. Ramondre Stevenson does he get the sticks? He does. That's a big play. Can't leave that down there. Well, he wouldn't have gotten to the sticks. They would have gotten it back to the line of scrimmage to punt it out, but how you guys doing? All right, so the ball's out. Very close. They actually got a little bit of penetration back there. Mims again. Oh, that's a good tackle. That's the second time we've seen Schooler back there. That's 2 big special teams plays right there. They better put a body on him because he's going to force a fumble at some point, guys. And we're going to commercial. 54 seconds left in the first quarter, and I think Denver is exactly where they want to be right now, guys. You ask anybody in Denver, in that organization, ask the fans. If I told you you could be up 7 with the ball getting into that second quarter, man, you'd sign up for that. No problem. No problem. How are we looking in here, guys? We got 5 on here. We appreciate the 5 views. Guys, spread the word. We are on here. We are taking suggestions, guys. Jump in with us. We appreciate you all. Guys, throw me a thumbs up if you're in here right now. Let's see who we got in the room. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, got to figure this out. Is it? Is it? Well, we're probably like in total like 45 or 50 seconds behind. So.
Yeah, because we're on CBS here, like
Okay.
the actual CBS channel.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure like if we can catch it up.
So what are they on over there? Paramount.
Yeah, we were just on Paramount. Paramount was way behind. So
Was it? So we moved because the only thing is I could see the play before, and I keep trying to look over there to.
right now, yeah, we're actually on.
If we just reload it and start, you think we'll? All right, appreciate you guys. We're super fortunate, guys. We got the best people here getting us sorted out again. We're at commercial right now. We're just kind of getting everybody up to speed. Make sure we're all on the same page with these TVs. We got so many TVs here at the boardroom that we're a couple of seconds off on them, but we're figuring that out right now. But yeah, like I said, guys, exactly where you want to be if you're Denver. I mean, you're on your home field. Your backups played as good as your starter. You could have asked your starter to play coming in, right? The offense is moving. They've got a touchdown. He's thrown a couple of good footballs. He's had a couple of drops. His receivers could probably have helped him out on that last one a little bit better. Cortland Sutton, veteran Pro Bowler. You'd imagine he would hold that ball, but he hit him good coming right out of his break, which was nice. And we're back now 1st and 10. They go back to the run. It looks like R.J. Harvey's going to get 2 or 3 on 1st down. $82 yards in the first quarter alone for Denver. That's impressive. That's a 300-yard game if they finish it through. 5.5 yards per play is very good. Very, very good. Okay, thank you. So we're 2nd and 7, still not really where we want to be. You like to have 6 yards or less to go after 1st down, but it's serviceable. You can manage it. It's not 9 or 10, which is helpful. They go out to the flat and they complete it. It looks like it's close to a 1st down. We're going to see. It's either a 1st down or it's close to a 1st down. You see Davis Webb there, former New York Giant quarterback Davis Webb. And he must have just came out of the league, too. He's a young man, excuse me. So they motion him across. Stidham hits his man quick. Looks like he got the first. We're going to see. First quarter comes to an end. They're going to let that run, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll go to commercial. There you go. So 7-0 after the first. 7-0 after the first quarter. I mean, everything you could have asked if you're Denver and Sean Payton, right? You see Coach Vrabel there, palms up. Like, what's going on here, guys? There was Cortland Sutton scored that touchdown on that 6-yard reception on a play-action pass from Jarrett Stidham. Just an awesome job. And then they moved the football after that. You saw it. We said it a couple of times already. The ability to gain confidence from some early success if you're Jarrett Stidham is huge. And they did just that. Because not even the deep ball and the touchdown drive, they were able to kind of move the ball down the field another drive or two after that. And we haven't even seen that on the other side yet with Drake Maye, who's an MVP finalist, and the Patriots, who've been pretty much with the same offense the entirety of the season. So they're not even dealing with any shocking new replacements like the Broncos are. But it's going to be interesting now. So you won the first quarter if you're Denver. That's pretty much the way I would suggest you take this game. This game has to be played like that. Just take it a quarter at a time. Don't make any big mistakes. If you can limit big mistakes, get yourself one more score right now. Right now, this drive coming in the second half is huge. because you do understand that New England's going to get the ball after the half. So to be able to have a lead going in is going to be vital. And you go up 2 scores on them, you can start to pin your ears back a little bit if you're that defensive line for Denver, and you can start sending those guys a little more, which is what they want to do. We've seen them do it the entire year, you know? But yeah, so let's talk about that second game, right? That second game is going to be a nice one, man. That should be a lot of fun. That defense in Seattle, super underrated, but first time we got an NFC title game going back to there, and I guess it's about, about a dozen years now? Since, 10 years or 12 years since that last season where Malcolm Butler got that big pick? Because that's the one, man. That's the one I want to see. If you ask me, I want to see that rematch, man. You know, that's living in the craw of those Seattle fans for so long. They think they should have 2 championships. I heard Richard Sherman talking about it today. It still haunts him that they didn't just hand the damn ball off, right? Guys, we are back.
So it's pretty normal, like if you got like 2 teams playing the same thing, it's pretty normal.
Okay.
You just might have to just.
Is what it is. No worries. We'll just focus forward. So, guys, we're back to Empower Field at Mile High. Obviously, that's that name has changed a couple of times, but here we go. 1st and 10. 15 minutes left. We're starting the second quarter at a little past midfield. They motion Cortland Sutton across. Stidham takes it. See, that's it. That's all you have to do. Get vertical. That's okay. Not the worst. Not the worst thing. And what he did a nice job of is you saw he was looking for the shot down the field. He didn't have it. And he makes the smart, mature play, gets the ball off to his back, checks it down, gets 2 yards, and they live to play again. Do not be a hero today, Stidham. You win the game, you're a hero. You don't have to go out there and be, I don't know, who's just a lightning rod quarterback. You don't have to be Mahomes today. You don't have to be any of those guys. Your job is to come in, not make mistakes, and let your defense probably win you the game. Go make a play or 2, and you've made 1. Let's see if we can do it again. Let's see if Sean Payton continues. Look, nobody in the backfield. I love it. There it is. He hits Cortland Sutton. Very smart. Just easy, quick game. Little spot route for Cortland Sutton. Looks like they're about 3rd and 4 now, or 3rd and 5, which is what you want. 3rd and 3. Okay. A little shorter than I thought. That's exactly what you want now. You have options. So he started off. That's great. Started off 0-3. They let him settle in, and I told you, that's what you don't want. You don't want to let him settle in because, guys, he's a backup, but he's not a bad backup. He's one of the better backups in football. He's the kind of backup that he could get one of those contracts that he could find himself starting for a team that's looking for a quarterback next year. I'm sure he's thought about that. Here he goes. They got a man in the backfield. They're 3rd and 3, so the options are there. They can do anything. Get the ball out. There it is. He got him. There it is. Beautiful job. Beautiful job. Hits the quick out. Take what they give you, and we move the sticks, and we live to play again. Little Jordan Humphrey. 5-yard gain, and we're off and running, and that's it. And we haven't seen the Patriots even do this yet. Nice clean pocket back there. Good job by the offensive line. And there it is. Great job. That's all you have to do. All you have to do. Won the first quarter, guys. You got to win it quarter by quarter. Win it quarter by quarter. We got our man Clifton in the building. Shout out to Clifton Mack and his lovely wife. Good to see you all always. It's great to have you guys. There it is. They hand it off. That's a good draw. Wow, and he gets 9 out of it. R.J. Harvey, man. What a good little player. 5'9" little bowling ball, R.J. Harvey. It looked a little clustery in that backfield, right, to start. Hey, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Peyton Manning in the flesh. Cliff, what's up, brother? How you doing? Oh, that's a crazy jersey. That's going on. How you doing? Pop in, brother. Say what's up.
How you doing?
How you guys? We got Clifton here.
Hey.
That's our man Clifton, platinum member, and his lovely wife. Nice to see you as well. How are you? We appreciate you guys jumping in.
How's Stidham doing?
He's doing everything you could hope he's doing. Hasn't made any mistakes yet. He's taking what they give him. They gave him a one shot at a deep ball. He connected, and he threw a touchdown. So if I'm a Denver Bronco player or fan, I'm thrilled right now. They won the first quarter. He hasn't tried to do too much, hasn't made any mistakes, and just that's what you want to do. Rely on that defense. Let them carry you, man. They've done it the whole year that way. As long as he makes a couple of plays and doesn't make mistakes, and so far they've stifled that New England offense like crazy. So New England's offense have done nothing.
When the
Turn the mic.
And jump on with us?
Hey.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Sure.
This is Platinum member Clifton Mack, ladies and gentlemen. Love to have Clifton in the building.
Hey, it's about time I get some damn perks for being a member here. Shit.
Guys, but that's another thing. We've been talking to you guys about this, guys. Some of the luxuries of this membership, I'm telling you guys, get down to the boardroom. It's the premier cigar lounge in South Florida. You never know who you're going to see here. I'm telling you, opportunities to network, opportunities to just chop it up with friends, build relationships, business and personal. It's been awesome. I've got a chance to meet Clifton, hear about his business. Tell us about it.
Hey, it's anti-aging clinics. You
Love
know,
it.
I mean, the health is wealth.
Clifton's 85, and look at him with this anti-aging. That's a crazy jersey, by the way.
You know, I'm a big Peyton Manning fan.
All right, I would have never guessed
It's
it.
my hero. My son's
Look
middle,
at Stidham. There it is. Okay.
my son's middle name is Manning.
Come on, is it?
Oh yeah,
I
Mark.
love
Marshall
that.
Manning.
That's
And guess
incredible.
Peyton named his son Marshall Manning as well.
Yeah, I think they have isn't there like a cousin Marshall or something? You got little Jordan Humphrey. See, at that point, guys, yeah, at that point it's backyard football, man. It's the job of the receiver.
Ooh,
But good job protecting the
right.
football. You probably don't want to take too many of those if you're Stidham. Because if God forbid Jarrett Stidham goes down, guys, then we're in one of those situations where it's anything goes back there. So that's not good. So 3rd and 6, not what you want. It's manageable though. You got multiple opportunities. You're probably not going to run it, but maybe a little screen, little play action here. We'll see. One man in the backfield. That's RJ Harvey. He breaks the pocket. So that's something he's done well so far. Keep running.
Okay.
Go make a play, Stidham.
All right.
So he's done a good job of that, guys. He's gotten out of the pocket. And again, at no point, he's never going to be mistaken for Lamar Jackson back there. But he's shown the ability to extend a play, give his receivers a chance to get open, and not turn the football over, which is huge. Don't go and try and be a hero right here. Take what they'll give you, and now you're 4th, and you're going to go get 3 now. So that's smart. Go take your 3, and you got a 2-score lead.
They haven't put him on 4th down yet, have they?
Yeah, they punted the ball early, which is what they wanted to do, but he started off 0-3, and since then it looked like they made a huge mistake. What I was saying in the beginning is you got to get on them early and
Yes,
often.
are they going for it? You think
No,
they're
they'd
gonna
be
do
crazy
it?
to go for it. No, you got to take the points. You have to take the points. I would take the points.
I like the confidence that Sean Payton has in Stidham.
Of course.
Even if it's false confidence, you know, that's some Jedi mind tricks there to be pushing hard to go, oh no, this is my guy.
Absolutely. And we talked about that earlier because Jarrett Stidham is on his 2nd deal under Sean Payton. Like, he came in on a 1-year deal as a backup, and he impressed Payton enough where he signed him again. So he likes him. And we've seen him play last year for Russell Wilson once or twice. And that's what I loved, is that Sean Payton didn't really abbreviate the playbook at all. And that's what I hoped he would do coming into today, is don't close the playbook on the kid. Let him go win. You know, now you're playing with house money. You're a number 1 seed, but when your all-pro quarterback goes down, you're no longer supposed to win. So anything you do going forward
Amen.
is,
No,
you know?
that's the way you got to look
So
at
go
it.
in there and win. Go win. You got to take shots.
I know I didn't expect this.
No, of course. And that's what I think all they want to do is stay within striking distance and let their defense carry them. See, I think that's 4th and 1.
I like this.
They may just try to draw him offside here.
Let
They
him
may
play.
no,
Let
go
him
for
play.
it.
Let's go.
They're gonna let him throw it. See, that's crazy.
No,
He threw a pick.
Shit,
He
you
threw a
called
pick.
it.
That's,
You
see, I can't
called
do
it.
that.
Ah.
That's terrible.
Oh no, he didn't get it.
Yeah, but you gave but 3 points in an NFL playoff game is huge. 3 points is big now. Those are 3 points that you're not going to get later. And I'm big on the confidence. Show your guy you believe in him. But you just gave away 3 points in the playoffs, which you can't do. And if they had an extra second, you saw that little spot route by little Jordan Humphrey.
Yeah,
it was there.
He missed it.
He just didn't have time. They got rushed too quick.
It was a great pass rush, though. You can't take that away from,
No, of course.
from New England because he had no time.
Nope. And that's the way they devise it. And that's what they want to do. For a guy who's played 4 games in his career, that's what you want to do. And we've seen that happen to the best players, right? We saw Patrick Mahomes back there against the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. How do you beat him? You make them uncomfortable. You get guys in the backfield. We saw the Giants beat Tom Brady. How'd they do it? They sent Michael Strahan, they sent Justin Tuck, and they made him uncomfortable. So that's what you want to do with a quarterback, man. Don't let him sit back there and, you want to make him uncomfortable.
We just came back from my son's flag football game. He got
Very
his first
cool.
shot at quarterback. Quarterback went down with a finger injury.
Okay.
And he threw 2 TDs, man. His first ever.
Let's go.
His first ever.
Let's go.
So little Marshall Mack, he got his shot.
So is Marshall back there running like an offense? Like, he has a backup
yeah.
quarterback? They taught him the offense and
Oh,
stuff?
yeah, he knows it
Let's
all.
go.
He knows it all.
See, 'cause we don't-
He's on a team where they've won 3 championships and the same quarterback there.
Love it.
So
Love
the quarterback went down. You know, they threw
Next
the ball.
man up.
Fingers got jammed, and he came up. And
Next man up.
boom. So it was fun.
Patrick tells a lot about this. Tells this story every once in a while about Wally Pipp. Are you familiar with the Wally Pipp story?
No.
So Wally Pipp was a player for the New York Yankees in like the 30s, maybe the 20s. And Wally Pipp played first base. And one day Wally Pipp showed up to the field and he wasn't feeling well. So he said, "Coach, I need to chill. I got a headache today. I'm not going to play today." And a guy named Lou Gehrig came in.
Oh, shit.
And Lou Gehrig played his first game as the Yankees' first baseman. He had a great game. And if you know the story of Lou Gehrig, he only went on to play another 2,133 games in a row before giving that spot back. So maybe, just maybe, Marshall, Wally Pipp the quarterback today.
Don't be Wally Pipp.
Do not ever be Wally Pipp. And that goes for sports, and that goes for business. Show up. That's one of Patrick's big stories, and I love that because I'm a sports guy. So the Wally Pipp story is one that hits home for me. I love it.
You know what? I know what this show's all about. It's not just about sports.
No, it's not.
It's about development,
Sure.
especially young
So
athletes.
you're a father, man. I love it. Let's talk.
You know, and it's like a man is not supposed to be dictated by the way he feels. You know, we get up, we go to work.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like some of my best days are when I'm not feeling good.
You want to hear something funny? I was actually lifting at VT's gym right before this. And one of our new BDC associates knows I just had a baby. I didn't. My lovely wife had a baby 8 weeks ago. So we have little baby Eva Giselle at home. And he asked me, like, how has your life changed since you had this baby? I was like, it's not my life anymore. Like, it's not about me. I was always selfish. When I was trying to play football, it was about me. When I was trying to grow my career, it was about me. When that baby came out, it became about her. So now my job is, and Drake Maye, they got pressure on him. They got pressure and they take him down. That's it. That's huge. Because now they're putting Drake Maye in a bad spot. You do not want to play longer than the sticks. 10 yards is hard enough against a defense like this. Now you turn it into 2nd and 13 or 14, and you really limit what they can do. And these pass rushers, Benito, and the other guys can pin those ears back and they can come now. There it is. Good job. Good job. But yeah, that's what it becomes. It becomes about my daughter now. It's about my wife. It's about my daughter. And what I deem success, I think, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, is I just want them to live better than I lived, man. That's it. I want them to be happy. I want them to worry about as few things as they could possibly worry about. And that's where I'm at. Here we go again.
But these lessons are learned in sports, man. They're
a
learned in
That's a great ball.
sports. You know, I
great pass.
love to see, someone go in a blue tent and then come the hell back out and get back on the field.
Yeah, so do I.
You know, it's
well,
like,
we didn't
no,
have
I'm
blue
gonna be
tents when
fine.
I was playing.
Exactly,
It was a matter of
exactly.
just, can you get through
Just
it?
hide it.
That's
Don't
it.
let them know you're
of
hurt.
course. But I talk about that all the time, man. I think sports is a microcosm of life. Like everything that made me the person I am today is because of sport. It's overcoming adversity. It's showing up every day. It's pivoting when things don't go like they're supposed to. Because that's business
Working
and that's
in
life.
private,
That's it.
you know.
That's it. So with 3rd and 13, guys, again, exactly where you want to have this New England Patriots offense. If they let May air it out, and he makes the play.
There it is.
That's Mac Hollins. If you know about Mac Hollins is a wild man. Do you know about Mac Hollins?
No.
Mac Hollins is like the most like earthy. He comes every day, hair unkempt, probably minimal showers. He'll walk in bare feet today. It was 27 degrees today. He walked in barefoot. Mac Hollins is a wild man. And there he goes.
Walk in barefoot?
He walks in every day barefoot.
What
And he
a
plays in New
psycho.
England. He's a maniac.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
See, that there, get those hands away from your body, young receivers. Don't let that ball get in on your shoulder
He gotta
pads.
catch that with his hands.
All right, so they move it down the field. And that's something you don't want if you're Denver now. You don't want to let Drake Maye get a 2nd and 3rd chance. You had a chance to pin them back there. You just turned the ball over on downs. You could have held them and got the ball back, but you didn't do that, and that's big.
May momentum is not the Broncos fan right now.
No, it's not. And they doubled them up in total yardage in the first quarter. And like we've said over the last couple of weeks, Drake Maye is a MVP finalist, but not because of his last 2 or 3 weeks. He's fumbled the ball 6 times and thrown 2 picks in his last 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it's vital to make him, don't let him get comfortable and confident back there, guys. Confidence is huge in sports. He's motioning Kayshon Boutte across the field. Drops back. There it is. Hits Stephon Diggs across the middle. He got 2 guys on him quick. So they're 3rd and about 4 now. 3rd and 4 is good. That's where you want to be. You're much more manageable. You can run it. You can throw a screen. 3rd and 3 is even better. So that's what you're looking for.
Has he got? I missed the first half.
Oh, good. Let's go.
Has his legs been a factor?
Not yet, no. But that's because they've got guys in there. That's what Denver does well. So that's why I'm saying if you're Jarrett Stidham, don't do too much. Don't worry about doing too much. Don't make that big mistake. Don't make that big mistake. Keep your guys in the game. Let your defense cause a turnover, because they will at some point. 3rd and 3. Diggs has had a great career, huh?
Oh, man.
He has.
Stood the test of time.
For sure. Out of Maryland.
Still dangerous.
There it is. There it is.
Break a game
There it is. See, that's what you wanted. That's huge for them.
Wow.
That's huge for them. They're going to get the ball back now. And look, guys, 6:25. They're going to get the ball back probably with a little under 6 minutes to go. And what you want to do if you're Denver now is you want to milk this clock. You want a drive that takes some clock off. What you don't want to do is get stopped in 3 downs and give the ball back to New England, because then they have a chance to double dip, because they're going to get the ball coming out of the half. So you're up 7 now. What you want to do is you want to take some time off the clock, and you want to try to get minimum 3 points now and send it into halftime. What you don't want to do is a 3 and out, let them score, and then let them get the ball out of half and score again, because the entire complexion of the game changes that way. There's Mims. He's been a factor so far. And that guy Schooler's been down in his face 3 times so far. So he's one of...
So we're at the boardroom. You're not smoking a cigar?
Well, we do actually have. I'm back here by myself until you came in.
Okay. Well,
We have a nice.
we
We have a boardroom exclusive right in front of us. We might get McKelly in here to tell us a little bit about that after, but he's running around like a madman right now.
Will you grab the box?
Yep.
I actually have 2 boxes for you that I've been meaning to give you for like
You
months.
told me this.
Yeah, I didn't know you were gonna be here today.
Yeah, well, yeah, I knew you were going to be here, so, you know.
Yeah. Yep. So Cliff, tell us about Alpha.
Oh, man, it's a life's passion. You know, I used to be a big, fat, strong guy. You remember that, 300 pounds. I
Yes, you
lost
were.
it all really quick. And,
Yes, you did.
And got obsessed with helping other people do it. And, I also had this feeling, I know I'm not trying to get too political here, but, that men were dying in this country. That the alpha male was not really, what it used to be. And
Correct.
that's why I named the clinic Alpha Male Clinic.
Cool.
As I believe that we should be unapologetically masculine.
Love it.
I'm not going to apologize for who God made me to be.
And
my job is to protect my family, to protect my kids, to provide.
Absolutely.
And it takes a lot nowadays, to do that. And so, I wanted to create a clinic, a medical clinic with a culture of men supporting each other, accountability. Not just, hey, here's your meds and go. It's like, no, we're here to get better.
Absolutely.
And that's what I built. And we just opened our 4th clinic. We're
Very
in
cool,
North
man.
and South
Congratulations.
Carolina.
That's
It's
huge.
been a lot of fun, man.
You've been working your butt off for that, man.
God,
Last couple of
working my
months.
ass
I haven't
off,
seen very
man.
much of Clifton.
Yeah, right.
But it's good. Very cool. Very cool. So we got about 6 minutes left. Ball is going back to Denver right now, guys. And this drive, I think, is pivotal, right? I think they have to go down there, like we said, take a little bit of clock off, right? You don't want to give the ball back in 3 plays with 4.5 minutes to go and then let New England go down and score points. That's what you don't want to do right now.
So, did I hear you correct? Patriots get the ball at half?
Patriots will come out of the half with the ball, yeah. The Broncos started with it, and they went quick 3 and out, and that's why I think right out of the gate, I thought the Patriots were going to be on their way, but they let Stidham kind of get comfortable after that first drive, and he's looked really good since.
So tell us more about this life changing with the baby. How many,
Oh, man, so
how many shifts are you taking?
I think that's the thing. Like, the beautiful thing is my wife is, and she, when I first met her, like, we were like 2 years in, when the baby thing first started to become like a conversation, she kind of braced me like, I haven't been around babies too much. I don't know how I'm going to be as a mom. Bro,
You mean she never been taught this before?
Fish to water, bro. I'm telling you,
Yeah?
I'm so lucky, man. She's done such an amazing job. She is with that baby, like, as close to 24/7 as you could be, and she don't complain. She's good. She lets me sleep. I try to spend as many hours with from like the night to like the morning with the baby, because I operate well on a couple hours of sleep, which is probably not great right now.
You're doing what you got to do.
But it is what it is, and I'm.
Back to that man thing, man.
I'll tell you what, though, man.
That's what we got to do.
And I got to be real, man. She makes. I love it. I love it so far. That's a great job by Harvey right there. See what he did right there, guys? That should have been a loss of 1. He makes one guy miss in the hole, and he gets vertical right away. So to the young players out there, you see what he did? He made one guy move. He wasn't dancing. Made one guy miss, got vertical, quick 5 yards, and that's a huge start to the drive now. Much more manageable at 2nd and 5 than you are at 2nd and 11. That gives Stidham the opportunity to open the playbook a little bit. See if one of these receivers can make a play. They got 4 wides again. They're sending Harvey out there too now. They bring him back. He's out of the backfield again. There's got him.
Behind him.
But see, you know what, though? You got to expect, I was always taught as a wide receiver, expect a bad ball every time. If you only catch the balls that hit you between the numbers, you're in a bad way. Like that one there, that's a tough catch.
That's tough.
That's a tough catch. But Cortland Sutton, so here it is, through his hands. That's the kind of play you hope your receivers would make for your 3 starts in his career quarterback.
He ain't mad at his quarterback. He's mad at himself.
Yeah, of course, because every one of us, that's a drop. Like any receiver coach I've ever had, that's a drop. They don't give me they don't give a bad ball, and that's a drop. Little Jordan Humphries in motion. That's a great play. See what he did there? Not too much. Not too much. Take what you're given. That's a good job. No, I'm good right now, but I will. Thank you. So, guys, lots of moving parts there, and he's doing a really nice job navigating that pocket. He's not panicking there. So that's almost like a rub route, but I love that play. It's impossible to stop. You see him, that other receiver just took out 2 defenders right there. And nice job here. Extend that football. Keep control. And we got a first down. We keep it moving. That's all you could ask. And we keep the clock moving, which is vital at this point. Because you want to go into the locker room with a lead. That's a huge thing. And guys, the Denver Broncos are number 1 seed for a reason. They're not a number 1 seed because Bo Nix. He's a big piece of the equation, but they got other players there. We're in motion again. Gonna hand the ball off. He's got a little hole right there. See, that's big. That's big. That rushing offense looks good so far. I think got about 5 or 6 right there.
You know, I think the defense gets, I don't want to say too much love on this team, but that offensive line, you just nailed it.
Offensive line is
like,
great.
Who the hell is R.J. Harvey? Okay,
Yeah,
sorry, no one would know his name.
Sure, you're right.
But he's done well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Bo Nix, I mean, a second-year quarterback. I mean, no one expected him to be as good as he is. Why? Ding, 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 offensive
Of course,
line.
and that's something you learned as a player. Like, you don't want to admit it. Like, when I was a young receiver, I wanted to think like the receivers were everything, like we were the most vital piece of the puzzle. You're not. Everything begins and ends with the big boys up front, guys, because even the best quarterbacks, again, we've seen it. We just talked about it, man. Even the best players, the best quarterbacks, you can't do anything if the guys up front don't do their job, right? If you don't allow routes to develop or holes to open, there's nothing you can do. Like, we're actually at the mercy as a receiver. I'm at the mercy of every other position. I need the linemen to do their job. I need the quarterback to do his job, and then I can maybe do my job. So, like, we're probably we're an important component, but if the other players don't do what they're out there to do, I don't even get a chance to touch the football. So here we go again. We'll motion the tight end. He gets back home. Kind of the point of that is to kind of see if they'll run with me or not. I want to know if it's a man or a zone look. So we're 3rd and 4 right now. They're going to let him throw it. Oh, get rid of the football. Get rid of the football. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. They're going to let it develop.
No.
They're going to let it develop.
Remember we talked about you cannot make a mistake like that? That's the one. I don't know what they're going to call there. Maybe intentional grounding? You got to pray that's a forward. Oof, I don't know. I mean, but that's something that comes with playing. You got to have that clock in your head. That ball should be in the stands. Throw that ball in the seats.
Gone.
Yeah, there's nothing good can come of that. And you see the way he was backpedaling uncomfortably too? That just, you can't. Intentional grounding, that's okay. You know what? It's not great. Yeah, it's not great. You don't want it because now you're going to pin yourself back and your punter back real far, but it's better than the alternative, which is a fumble and scoop and score. But Jarrett Stidham, you got new life, man. See, they sent that extra man off the edge.
Yep.
That guy split the double right there.
He did.
So we just saw Bryant, the young receiver for the Broncos, go out with an injury. He's questionable with a hamstring. I mean, nobody that right there, nobody's free. You could see Stidham right there. He's buying time by getting back, but his guys didn't have any space. 4th and 24. Be interesting to see if they send somebody after this punt. Mike Vrabel's he's a bit of a wild man too. They're gonna chat. He's got the challenge flag out and in his hand. I wonder if he thinks that was a backwards pass. He's got some gripe with the line judge. Let's see. What is he saying? He's saying that's a backwards pass? What's he saying? He's saying that's a backwards pass? But see, like if I'm Stidham, I just throw it over 28's head. Live to play another day. What did they just say? First down for the Patriots?
Yep.
They're saying that's a backwards pass?
Yep.
See, that there is a nightmare. That's the last thing you could ever have happen. What happened there? Are they saying that's backwards? They saying it's a fumble?
It's a fumble. It wasn't a pass.
Well, it was
fumble.
like a shovel. Like he was
Yeah,
shoveling it out.
I mean, how does
If he's
that work with
going
the tuck rule? How does that, because the ball
Basically,
wasn't up here, the ball was
it
here.
looked like he was doing that. I don't know if they're saying they got him. So right there,
Oh, they got to him before he pushed. Yeah, that's a fumble.
I have to see that from the front angle. That is a nightmare if you're Jarrett Stidham. That's what you couldn't do. That's the difference between a serviceable starter in this league and a career backup.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
Now they get to double up.
See, I think he pushed. I don't know. They made the call already, so as long as this ball gets snapped, it doesn't matter what I think. But man, that was very close, and that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. Now your hope is you hold him to 3, because that is as bad a play as you can make if you sit him right there. Go down. Just hold the football. Go down. Man. 235, guys. Yeah. Oh, you gotta be killing himself for that. I wonder what Vrabel was upset about. But they initially called intentional grounding, and then they changed the call, which is interesting. All right,
I think Vrabel thought it was a fumble.
So they got 4 wides here. They got single coverage up top. They're
There
going
it
to let Drake
is,
Maye run it in.
touchdown.
Unbelievable.
Wow, there he is.
Unbelievable.
Now there's
Unbelievable.
Broncos still got 2 minutes. But no, you're right, man. That's devastating.
Guys, momentum in sports is a monster. Good and bad. You go into if you go into the break up 10, up 14, even up 7, it's a completely different second half. Now it's a tie game, and New England is saying, we played the crappiest first half we've played all year. We had nothing done. We got nothing done. We let Jarrett Stidham look like a starter, and we're still tied in this game. Now we just got to beat them for one half. And there it is. We're tied up. All the work they did for almost 2 full quarters, and he gave it away in one bad play. Very bad play, Stidham. Let's see how he reacts now, you know? We're going to see how he reacts. Young backup. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Amazing. How are we looking at it?
So back to this sleep schedule, man.
Okay, this is not much of a schedule. It's really kind of get it where I can get it. That's where I'm at right now.
What's the longest period of time baby's sleeping?
Oh, the baby sleeps great, but she's at that point where she still makes like enough noise where I'm like, oh God, is she dying? Is she good? Is she? It's a me thing. It's not the baby. She's perfect. She's perfect, man. She's doing great. She got to that point finally where she's like starting to smile and like giggle and stuff.
Giving you a little bit.
Bro, she's got me already. She's got me already.
Wait, for me, it's when they start talking, man. I think that, you know,
Yeah.
that's when things get fun for a dad, especially because, man, that, you know, you hear that dad stuff, man, and it just gets you.
Well, I'll tell you the best feeling in the world is when I hear like she's been fussy and I can kind of come home and just pick her up and she's calm right away. And so yesterday, my wife, right now, we're moving into a new condo. Like we have the condo, we closed on it already, but we're still like living out our lease in the place we're at currently.
Okay.
So we have it for like 3 more months if we want to use it, but we're trying to get into this new condo relatively soon. So she's taking the reins on it, thank God. I helped us get the loan and all this, but she's doing a lot of like the interior decorating stuff. So she yesterday goes, I gotta go do paint samples and I have to go check out a sofa and blah, blah, blah. So go ahead, do your thing and leave me with the baby. That baby slept with me for like 4 hours. Did not budge, did not move. I was in the same position when she got back as here, then here, all in the same hemisphere. She was good. And when she came back, she was like, how on earth did she stay still with you for 4 hours? Like, and I don't know, man. But it was a beautiful thing. It was great. I got to, because I think with the difference, I think the baby feels like my calm. And I'm very, very.
that's what it is.
You know?
That's what it is. Not to mention, there is a component, hormonally speaking,
Definitely.
you know, that's what I deal with.
Definitely.
You know, that's a little woman.
Yeah.
That's a future woman, and you know, right there, and she feels your masculine energy.
Yeah.
She feel, you know, it's nature.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I always tell guys that have like, you know, too many too many daughters. You know, you need to balance things out with a male dog.
Well,
you need the yin and the yang.
And that's my life right now. My life is, so it's my wife and my daughter. My wife has 2 sisters. I got a mom. I got a sister. My mom has 3 sisters. So it's like I got to get these man friends where I can find them, man, you know? Thank God for down here. And thank God for sports, because that's always kept me like in a locker room where I could stay like integrated at least, right?
You're still a man. Don't worry.
Oh,
about
yeah, I'm good.
You
I'm comfortable.
still got the goods.
No,
bro.
I don't. I'm a little doughy right now. Me and you need to sit down and talk again. But so, guys, here's the deal. So we got 2:10 left in the second. It's a 7-7 game. So, again, this is the difference. This is the thing. In a vacuum, if I would have told you this as a Broncos person before the game, you're going to be 7-7 right now with your backup on the field with the ball and a chance to take a lead going into the half. You'd sign up for that 100 out of 100 times.
Absolutely.
But the way it became 7-7 is not the same. And that's something you can't, as a human, you have to deal with, right? Because now it's about momentum. Now we're going to see if they can take that momentum back. And what they don't want to do, which would be, I said earlier, a turnover right here would be the biggest nightmare. Right now, a 3 and out. Because New England has 3 timeouts.
All their timeouts.
So if they get that football back and have to go 50 yards in a minute and 30 seconds, it's very doable. And get it out. Get it out. See, that's what you had to do the first time. But that's a very, to not be able as a wide receiver to get space with 7-8 seconds is a bad thing. 2, 3, 4. You got all this time. Stidham got to keep his eyes downfield, too. They're putting him in a bad place now. And they know they're sending everybody now. They're trying to make him uncomfortable. If I'm Sean Payton, maybe I throw a screen into this now. Because they're coming real hard. I may just dump a little screen over there and see what I can do.
5 under pressure. Damn.
It's hard, man. Pressure is a son of a gun in this league. So now I may just, there it is. That's okay. Get vertical. That's a good play.
It is. Good
that's
first.
R.J. Harvey
Good
again.
First.
And guys, that's the new age running back. That's what you have to be. To be a serviceable back in this league, gone are the days, unless you're Derrick Henry, of just downhill bowling people over. You got to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield, and all the best running backs are able to do that now. You look at the McCaffreys, right? You look at the Saquon Barkleys, all these guys. Look at the Breece Halls, the guys who can change the game in so many ways. It's vital. You could split these guys out, and you exploit mismatches with linebackers and safeties. So that's the kind of back you have to be in the league. R.J. Harvey's proven to do that. And you can find these guys now in like the 4th and 5th round. That's why guys aren't getting drafted quite as high.
What year is RJ? Is he a
I think
rookie?
it's in second, but I could be wrong. We can find out.
I felt like I remember him in fantasy football last year.
Yeah, I thought it was his second year, but I'm not sure.
Did you do any fantasy football this year?
I've never done fantasy football in my life, to be honest with you. I've never played.
Oh, man.
So he's a rook. He's a rook. Yeah, he's a rookie. He went in the 2nd round last year at a UCF. Started at Virginia. Nice job. He's done a really good job so far.
Shout out to the Boats and Hose Fantasy Football League. I've been in it for 13 years.
Is that what y'all call it?
Yeah.
What's the loser have to do? That's like the
loser.
big thing now.
So at the draft party, coming up in next draft, we cut him up a really nice, sexy I suck at fantasy football shirt.
So he's got to
with a
think about
unicorn.
it for the entirety of the season.
And he's our server. So we've been doing it at the same bar. Shout out to Kickback Jacks in Southern Pines, North Carolina. And they look forward to our draft party every year.
I bet they
because
do.
our sexy loser, and we make him look sexy, with a unicorn on and everything, and he's our server. So, we place he has to back and forth with our beers, our food, in front of the whole restaurant.
Videos and pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Allowed?
But your boy got his first championship in 13 years this year.
So how does this work?
Shut the hell up, guys. I'm tired of your shit.
Is it carry over? Like you get the same guys from last year and you guys?
Oh, yeah. No,
that's
this
sick.
is
So who
a
you built
13.
around? Who's
These
like
are
your
my
nucleus?
boys.
Who's your nucleus?
I don't want
Who's your quarterback and your running backs and your receivers?
See, I'm a sucker for Christian, and he's
CMC?
He's killed me every
best.
year except for this year. He came through. Thank you, CMC.
Well, CMC, it's a story of, the drill. If he's on the field, he's making a difference. If he's not on the field, he's not making a difference.
Somehow I ended up with A-Chan.
Stud.
And Jamar Chase, who, so those three horses.
But Jamar Chase was tough because from bulk of the season, he was
from
without
the
a quarterback.
beginning,
Yeah.
no quarterback, but he
that's
still
tough.
pulled it out.
He shares touches always because T. Higgins is nasty. Right? So, and then before this, it was Tyler Boyd.
T at the end of the season. It was
T.
all
Higgins
about the T story at the end.
Well, they paid T. Higgins $100 million, too.
Did he get that much?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. All right, guys, so here's where we're at. 1st and 10, under 2 minutes to go. Again, if you at the very least, you want to get into halftime tied if you're the Broncos. Any kind of points would be great. And that's the craziest thing, right? We're watching field goal kickers now where one
Oh, he was open.
He's on the wrong. He's not on the same page as his
Yeah,
receivers, man.
no.
Because Lil Jordan Humphrey wasn't even looking for the football. And if he hits him in stride, he's running for a week. If you saw, there was nobody in that backside.
There wasn't.
So here he goes. He gets vertical, and right there.
Oh, that break.
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't on the same page.
No, they weren't. It's tough, man. You don't
Now,
realize
that was a slot. You were in a slot, in your career, right?
I would work inside and outside. Obviously, and again, it's the ability to exploit mismatches, right? I want to see who's. Oh, and most guys are like that nowadays. Do work inside and outside, but like a short, like, let's see what we got right here. Get the football.
Oh, they're getting
That's
pressure.
terrible. That's terrible. So like we said, now New England's going to call timeout. They've gotten 8 seconds off the clock total now. They're about 15 yards from field goal range with this new NFL where field goal kickers can kick from 55 yards like chip shots. Wow, straight up swim move, just killed him. That's a terrible job. Terrible job. Look at this, one step. That's a captain too. Man, quick swim move. Boy, oh boy.
Gosh, how much do you think he weighs? 330, 320?
Yeah, I would probably,
boy.
yeah, I would say somewhere in like that 310 range, but no different than the offensive tackles. But he just hit him with that punch step and that swim move quick, and he was in there. They got a good old line too. All right, so 3rd and 18 is not good. The problem here is now you're just trying to live to play another day, so you're almost out of. You're not thinking about the field goal right now. You're just thinking about
a screen right now.
You're thinking about getting some short yardage and then getting the ball out clean. There it is. They're gonna do what they can. See if he can maybe make something happen. That's it. And now you're gonna
pin him down.
That's the goal. The goal is to pin him down. But 142 in the NFL is an eternity. So now
With 2 timeouts.
you just gotta hope that you can get into half tied. That's what you want.
This is where Broncos D needs to
Yeah.
pick up their quarterback.
And the punt is going to be huge too, because on a short field, like if this isn't a good punt, you only need 20 yards now to turn the field over and kick a field goal in the NFL. Guys are kicking 60-yard field goals like they're 40s when we were growing up. It's crazy.
How about that Little, man? Unbelievable. What's his name, Little?
Which guy?
The guy that kicked the 68 and the 67-yarder this year?
Yeah. So here we go, 4th and 6, minute 42. You're going to try to pin him inside the 10 there. Remember, guys, hands are cold. They're going to start bringing pressure. And we saw a big block kick last week really play a role in these playoff games. And it's out. Let's see what it does now.
Good spot.
That's a good
fair
spot.
catch.
You're going to
There
pin
you
him
go.
inside the
Great
10,
kick.
and that's what you want. Now, this is cute. This is huge. This is where that Broncos defense needs to stand up and be the same defense they were the entire year. Because going in now and letting them score and going to the half, knowing they're going to come out with a chance to step on your throat. Because, look, with Jarrett Stidham, you could stay in the game and maybe win. But if you start going down a score, 2 scores, he's not equipped to come back.
It's got to be close.
Yeah, he's not equipped to come back and win you a game. So
Who can, as far as receivers go, who can Stidham rely on though? I mean,
well, Cortland Sutton's nice. He's got a good receiving core, and Cortland Sutton's been very good. All right, so they go with the run to start. That's okay. Now let's see. Whether they call timeout or not is going to give us a big indicator on what they want to do right now. So they're not going to call timeout. So I would think that New England. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't expect like a deep shot. I think they're going to play it safe now too. They want to go into the half and come out with a chance to. They want to come out with a chance to go ahead out of the half. Like they're not. I would be very surprised if he aired one out, like really aired one out here. Ooh. That's a drop by Hunter Henry. The Broncos have one timeout. Now you wonder because they're probably on about the 14. If they can turn them over, like if they can get them 3 and out, and they get the ball back with about 50 seconds, the problem is you don't have a quarterback you trust can march you down for a field goal quick. Like let's say this is a 4-second, 5-second play.
Yeah.
You get the football back with a minute to go, and it's 4th down, but it'll be...
You can't take chances.
No, I don't think so either.
I wouldn't.
See, and now right now, how large do the 3 points prove that Sean Payton left on the field?
There it is. You're right.
All right, so they're going to call timeout, I would imagine, right? Denver's probably going to call timeout. There it is.
There it is. Last one.
and they're going to get the football back with 57 seconds to go. You'd imagine they'd probably get the ball around like with their 20 or 30. Good return would be huge right here. Let's see if Marvin Mims, who had the most return yards in the league this year, let's see if he can flip the field real quick. That'd be huge.
I didn't realize he was number 1.
Yeah, he was. He's made a big play earlier, too. He was the one who caught the deep ball. Yeah, he's coming on strong the last couple of weeks. He's a good player. So he's aligned at like the 30. Absolutely zero pressure there. So we're going to see.
Kick.
He's got no one near him.
Short kick.
All right, so he's got half a field. Let's see if we make one guy miss. Oh, damn, he ran right into the traffic.
Right into it.
All right, so here's the deal. So they're at the 48 on their own side of the field. I would say they get a first down. They get 2 first downs here. And you're, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm running very conventional. I'm probably not airing the ball out. I don't know. I think they might even just run the ball. I think if Peyton's smart, but he's a gunslinger. He's a wild card, man.
I mean, you saw it on 4th down. He takes chances.
I mean, look, we saw him kick an onside kick in the Super Bowl out of half. So there's nothing Sean Payton won't do, you know? Yeah. And right now, like, you gotta wonder what his mindset is. Is his mindset still, I can win a Super Bowl with Jarrett Stidham? Or is it now house money? Do whatever we got to do to live and survive another week. I was talking during the show this week with Malik. Malik jumped in Danny's place this week because Danny was on a man's trip, which obviously was on a man's trip.
Good.
Right,
you should be.
Let's see. There it is. Get vertical.
Go.
See, that's huge. That's huge.
Oh, that's big. Harvey.
That's big. Yep. So that's big. Okay, so now, I was talking during the week, and my big hot take was, it's Monday. We saw Phillip Rivers come out of retirement about 8 weeks ago, and he did a serviceable job. He missed 5 years, and he came back and he played.
Yep.
I said, if I'm the Broncos, do I call Drew Brees, who knows Sean Payton's offense better than Sean Payton knows his offense?
He would do better than Phillip Rivers.
And I'm saying, I need 2 games from you. I need 8 quarters from you, Drew. And if you get me through a week and steal a game, you got 2 weeks to rest before the Super Bowl. All right, let's see what they do now. So Stidham's back. Don't do anything crazy. Get the football out. That's smart. That's it. That's smart. That's all you do. That's all you do. Because theoretically, they are inside their field. We watched the field goal kickers before the game, and it's cold and it's mile high. But the kickers were making them from some distance. So they're inside field goal range right now. What you don't want to do is take a sack, because a sack will drive you outside of field goal range, and you do not want to turn the football over right now. So no unnecessary chances, and if nothing's there, get rid of it. That's why I think right now I just run the ball, probably. Get me another 3, 4, 5 yards up the middle. Position the ball where I want it.
Position the ball.
From here, it would be a bomb, actually. From here, it would be 57. They're gonna let him throw it. He's gonna throw the quick out. Cortland Sutton gets out of bounds.
They can do it again.
Cortland Sutton gets out of bounds. 3rd down now. They're gonna get one more shot at it. That brings it to probably like a 54. That's 54 in the NFL nowadays, man. You've seen 100 of them this year. It used to be a bomb, but nowadays you see it like it's nothing with these guys. That's something Danny and I, like probably our most viewed video has like 150,000 views. And we were talking about the kicker balls and how they've changed. Like these kickers now are kicking balls from 65 yards every week where we're like, where are these guys? That used to be like unthinkable. And I know the kickers ain't getting like infinitely stronger. They're changing the football. All right, so they're in some sort of like prevent back there. They're in an umbrella defense right now. They drop a safety to the middle, right here. Just hit number 1. Just hit number 1 and live to play another day. No?
Now here comes the field goal.
See, but he could have gotten another 5 and a first. But okay, no worries. It's better than the alternative. That's it. And look, you go into look at Sean Payton was yelling at him to throw the ball.
Yeah, right.
So if you go into halftime up 3, I feel really good about that if I'm the Broncos, to be honest. Will Lutt's a good kicker too. He's kicked the 57 this year. He's on his home field. Nobody knows the turf better, and there it is.
Oh,
He
no!
pushed it. Oh,
Missed
pushed
it.
it right.
Dang. Oh, there it is.
And now,
And now.
you wonder if the Patriots take a shot and try to get themselves in field goal range. Because all they need is about 25, 30 yards, and they've got 20 seconds and a timeout. Oh, see, that there is upstairs. Because he had the distance, no problem. That kick was missed before the kick. That's brutal, man. That's brutal.
Now, what do you mean by missed before the kick?
Oh, that wasn't a matter of distance. He killed it with the distance. That was a kick that was missed before the kick. They know that's the thing about these kickers, man. It's the pressure. The pressure of being a kicker.
Can't imagine.
No, it's incredible. So now look, see, now all they got to do is turn around 15 more yards, and they can. So if I'm, he's gonna go.
He had him
You got to
open.
catch that ball.
Got to.
Got to catch that ball, Booty. That's a tough catch, but you got to catch it. And look, they still got a shot and a timeout. So you can throw the ball into the middle of the field if you're that one timeout is huge for the Patriots. Got to catch that football though. No, maybe not. That's a tough catch. Bad ball by Drake Maye. Drake Maye hasn't looked great. He hasn't the last 2 or 3 weeks. Not like the Drake Maye for most of the year. But man, oh man, Denver, these last 5 minutes for Denver went about as bad as they could have went. That's a false start.
Come on.
It's going to be big. That's going to be a big one. So we were talking about him earlier. Will Campbell, he's a rookie out of LSU. He had a really promising start to the year, but he's had a tough. He got abused last week, which, I kind of take with a grain of salt because those Texans edge rushers, Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter.
Scary.
I mean, those guys are gonna make it a tough day at the office for anybody.
It's hard to focus on your receivers when you have those two monsters coming at you.
So they see what they did there. They put the running back there to add help. They let him go. No, that's too much.
Okay.
Why are they going for the home run there, huh? I still think it's going to be too far to kick a field goal. That's why I didn't think they'd go for that deep shot, but maybe. Yeah, it's too far to kick a field goal.
Both these coaches want to win, man. I'm telling you, they're playing aggressive.
And that's Patrick Surtain, man. That's the second time they've tried to pick on Surtain, and he's basically run the route for the receiver. Patrick Surtain's as good as it gets, guys. It's a reigning defensive player of the year and probably the best cover corner in football.
You think he's the guy?
Oh, he's cold, bro.
Yeah.
He shuts down a whole side of the field. His dad was a great player, too. See, this is big, though. This is big. If he stays in bounds, he's going to let the clock run out. Okay. No, are they going to get a timeout? Are they going to get a timeout? Like, if that would have gotten down to 0, this is big now. If the clock got down to 0, they're not going to even take a chance to attempt that field goal. Drake Maye has to know that in his head.
Yeah, they got it.
So they gave it to him.
They gave it to him.
We're going to see if he had a second left. I'm sure they'll review it because it's inside 2 minutes. Yeah, they gave him a second. That's huge. That is enormous because if he stays up for one more second and gets tackled with no time left, 4, 3, 2, 1, he slides with 1. Yeah, he's good. He's clear.
Wow.
You see, that's the benefit of having Vrabel there. He's probably screaming to him, get down, and he's yelling timeout.
There it is.
Yeah, that's smart.
Very smart.
Vrabel's a good coach, man.
And his team loves him. He's a player's coach.
I just can't grasp how Tennessee lets him go so fast. I can't believe it. All right, so here we go. What are we looking at from here? 59 from here? That's honestly, in the NFL today, 59 is makeable. And in Mile High, don't let that be a in Mile High, you know it from baseball, man. We watch Coors Field where the Rockies play, and home run balls fly out of that place.
That's an easy
So
fight.
it's 63 from here.
Ouch. All right, come on. Nope.
Nah, I pushed it.
Wow.
That's big. All right, so look.
Wow.
So look, in a vacuum, if I told you we're going to go to half 7-7, and it's going to be a matter of 2 quarters, I got to win them, I'm taking that if I'm the Broncos.
Still a win for the Broncos, absolutely.
But it's the way we got to here that you wonder if that's going to play a role for them in the second half. Look, you go into the locker room excited. You're happy now. Stidham made one mistake.
He hit the dirt before.
Well, you know what it was? He was trying to keep the ball low and drive it because you can't let the ball get air at 63. You're not going to make it. So they try to keep it low, but yeah, he like chunked it. 8-0 on the road. That's big. But, and obviously this doesn't make much a difference because they're all different players, but the Broncos, I think, are 1-4 in their playoff history against the Patriots are 1-4 in playoff history against the Broncos, so we'll see. They got to win a half now. It's a matter of one half.
Well,
This is what you play for.
I'm gonna go get a smoked old fashioned from Brandon behind the bar. Have you had one of those?
No, I don't drink. I'm boring.
Well,
I'm
it's
a boring
good. I'm
man.
gonna drink it for you.
Enjoy that. You can
I'm
have
gonna
one
drink it
me
for you.
too.
I'm gonna finish this Cuban, but I do want to leave you with one thing. I actually
Tell me.
brought you a little gift.
Oh, I love you, bro. You're the best.
So this bracelet, it actually has some meaning. It says "You good, bro."
Okay, I love it.
One of the big
Get it up there. Let's
themes
see it.
of what I do is is men, the number 2 cause of death in the United States in men is suicide.
Okay.
It's not cancer, it's suicide. We're killing ourselves, man. We kill ourselves 8 times more than in India, where they have nothing. And one of the things I appreciate about you is every time you talk to me, it isn't that bullshit. How you doing, man? It's like you look at me and you go, how are things?
Yeah.
It's a genuine, and I
It's
always
important.
appreciate that. My father just passed, and
I do, man.
And
I'm so sorry about that,
you
too.
really, it touched me, and you're one of those guys that, we've got to spread that message. It's like you got to call your boys. Because heaven forbid, we all get busy. Heaven forbid you lose a brother that maybe you ignored a prompting to just touch him.
Of course.
Give him a text, give him a call, and ask that question. And a lot of times the guys, it takes a second thought. Hey, no, really, how are you? You good, bro?
And I also think like generations past, like it was almost looked at as like weak and soft to call a buddy and be like, bro, you good? Like you need some help? Like I've never been like that. And I think honestly, that's probably how my father was. He would always check in with me all the time and make sure all was good. And like I said, I come from a house that goes back to the home, right? If you come from a foundation, I think, of love and stuff, it's not hard to do that. Like for certain people, I have male friends who would never ever call another dude and say, "You good, bro?" Like I care. This is important to me. But you know what? It's never really been a thing for me.
Joe Rogan repeated it, but it was Henry Wadsworth Longfellow that said, "Most men live lives of quiet desperation."
Okay.
We put our boots on, we get to work, we rub some dirt in it when we're wounded, but those friends that take the time to check in with their bros, they do more benefit than they realize, and that's the campaign is call your boys out there, guys, ask how they're doing and mean it. I know I had friends, when I was going through my father's passing, they'd hit me 3 days in a row, and I'd ghost them every time. I'm like, I'm dealing with my shit.
Of course.
And it's like
And a
that
good
second,
friend
that
is
third
okay with
text
that.
message, and
A
it's
good
like,
friend completely understands.
man, I'm loved. I'm taken care of, and,
Yeah.
and it's everything. So I just wanted to,
Appreciate you, bro.
appreciate
You're the man.
you,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank you for everything.
No,
brother.
of course, and the feeling's mutual. Thank you too, bro. You've been a great impact on my life since we met. I hope that's just the beginning of that. There's a lot to do for us in the future, even if it's just lifting, if it's chilling out next door, if it's chilling out here, if it's doing some business, whatever it is.
I got
You're the
you.
man, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for popping in with us.
Love
You're
you,
a
buddy.
blast always. Put you anywhere and you just chop it up with anybody, which is a great quality. So. I still love the jersey, by the way. Did you get a custom made?
Oh yeah.
That's sick.
I took both jerseys, cut them in half, gave them to a tailor.
Oh yeah? What a great job they did. Dude, I have my only custom football is Kobe Bryant. Like I have a Kobe Lakers football jersey.
No shit.
Yeah, bro, I love it. I love it. But it might be time to get a second. I don't know if I have a player I love that much though. That's like a legend.
It's gotta be on your level.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Bro, you're the best. Thank you. Guys, that's Clifton. Clifton is a Platinum Lounge member here. Clifton probably spends 2 or 3 nights here a week, man. Comes in, ton of connections, just a good dude. We met him along the way here, and he'll be a friend for life. And that's what we tell you. The boardroom is cool in that sense, man. You pop in here, you meet people. I'll be honest, in weekends, it looks like an NFL players lounge here because everybody here is kind of tailored towards trying to do the same thing. It's good relationships, it's hard work, it's success, and that stems from the top of this company that I've been fortunate enough to link up with, and that's Valuetainment and Patrick. They've done an amazing job of putting us in a position to be successful, and and we're very lucky. And so that's what the boardroom encompasses. Everybody coming in here, building good things together, relationships, personal and professional. So check us out again. We'll say it over and over again. So, okay, so here we are. We're at halftime right now. We're 7-7. I think the Broncos are happy here. I think the Patriots have left some to be desired. The offense hasn't looked great. Stidham's thrown for 123. If he finished with 250, I don't think anybody would be upset by that. 250, got to limit the turnovers, though. That's what's going to be the change. That's going to change the game. Look at that. Look at Surtain just running the route for Kayshon Boutte. Running the route for him. That's a huge thing. Being able to shut down an entire side of the field if you're defensive back is huge. Broncos defense is crazy. Wow. 72 total yards, 3 sacks. And they're going to be relied upon in that second half, guys. They are going to be the difference. They're the kind of defensive unit that you can ride to a Super Bowl. We've seen it a couple of times, man. It doesn't always happen. It's rare. But you've seen a couple of defensive units in the last 15, 20 that you can ride to a Super Bowl. So, guys, who's in the chat? Who do we got here? Who's not? We got 9 in the room. If you're in the room, say what's up in the chat. Let us know who's in here. Check in with us, guys. We appreciate you. We're taking predictions, too. What do you guys think? Thoughts on the first half? Surprise? Oh, Kirk Cousins is here, huh? Kirk's in the booth now. I got to do my combine training, like pre-draft with Kirk. What an interesting cat. What an interesting cat. We got our boy coming in here. What's up, Malik?
What's up?
What's going on, brother? How we looking out there?
Good.
Boardroom's filling up. Jump in. Kareem is here. What up, Kareem? Shout out to BDC in the house. What do you got, bro? You gonna pop on with me?
Yep.
Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna run it back with Malik. You guys all know Malik Hudson. Malik is doing it in front of the camera. He does it for us behind the camera. Shout out to everybody who does it for us behind the camera. That's Deli. Deli's taken a pivotal role in VT Sports, so we thank and love Deli always. Anything you see that goes up on social media, that's Alicia and Deli. Deli's he's hooking us up with graphics. He's making sure the clips are cut properly. He's breaking down everything for us. He's making every one of our lives a lot easier. And down the road, when this thing takes off, Deli's going to be a massive piece of it. So we appreciate you, Deli. We appreciate you, Jake and Julius, for always making sure things are rolling back there. You guys are awesome. Just the utmost professionalism, guys. Same guys that make the PBD podcast thrive. These are the guys they're doing it for millions of people every week, and we're fortunate enough to have them do it for us, too. So we're at just the beginning here, guys. So with the help of these guys and the support of Patrick and everything, guys, we got some good things coming for you in 26. We had a nice little meeting, probably the second week of the year, about some of the things that we're expecting to do, guys. I think like a marriage with the boardroom and athletes is going to be something we end up really linking up and doing a lot of things with the boardroom here. I think a live event component to what we do is something we're going to try to look into doing, where we can kind of get people in here. If that's coaches, it'll be coaches. If that's top recruits and players, try to get their vibe on how everything's going. I think it'll be something like that. If it's old pros, which is what we're working on something now, we're going to see if we can put something together for you guys. That's going to be a lot of fun. But so much going on here at VT Sports, and we appreciate you guys watching. Some of our clips are doing really well, and for that, we have you guys to thank. So that's really cool, man. We do appreciate it. A couple of people even see our stuff now. Like, I go to Las Olas every once in a while, and people recognize what's going on. They'll say what's up. Yeah, it's happened a couple of times. I was at GNC near where I live like a week ago. I was telling my wife, and I went inside, and there was one guy in GNC, and he's helping one guy, and I walked around him to get to the cash register, and the guy goes, "I'll be right with you, Chris," and I'm like, "Okay, cool, thanks." Okay, cool. I guess I don't know how. Maybe I came in here one day. I don't go to this GNC very much. And he told us, I've checked into VT Sports. I really like what you guys are doing over there. And it was super cool, man. And I know we've heard that a couple of times, man. We're starting to get our merch game right, but we've got our first, we're starting to do some custom stuff back here. We got the bag, and we got a couple of our guys that got bags walking around who are like, wow, I think people mentioned to me that they love the network, which is actually super cool. And it makes what we're doing worth it. So we thank you. And guys, we're going to try to come at this whole sports thing from a completely different avenue. Like everywhere game happens on Tuesday, they break it down on Wednesday. And there's something huge to that, especially having guys who played at a pretty high level to break things down and make it clear what's going on. But what we're trying to do, guys, is we're trying to talk relationships and family component and faith component and parenting and coaching. Like we want to come at this from a completely different avenue and try to add value at the same time that we do this sports thing. Because, guys, so much of what made myself and Danny and Malik, who's a Division I athlete, I think the men that we are, is what we learned in sport. And Clifton and I were talking about it, man. It's so much of what made me the man that I am. It sounds hokey to some people who don't understand, but it's sport, man. And it's played a huge role in my life. And so if we can kind of use that to help guide and relate to other people, that's a big deal for us. So So, guys, Malik, what do you think of the first half, man? Talk to me.
Pretty slow first half. I think I know last week everybody wanted and expected the shootout between these two young quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, obviously
yeah.
we lost Bo Nix, and now
For
we
sure.
got a totally different game. We got a totally different ball
Absolutely.
game. You got this Broncos defense is doing what they've been doing all year.
Serious, bro. They
I
are
felt like
serious.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been like a whole West Coast thing. I'm not too attuned to how great the Broncos defense actually is, but seeing it in person, you got Nick Bonito, who's
Yeah,
Defensive Player of the Year finalist.
And he gets the most shine out of all of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's and Patrick Surtain Jr. Obviously, we
Yeah,
all know
yeah,
about Patrick, who
Surtain.
shuts down half
Yeah.
the field. And he done it. I mean, Keyshawn Bootie's been hot lately. He's had a couple of really good games, and they went to him twice. And I'm talking like we say it with the term we use is like he ran the route for him.
Yeah.
I mean, Surtain was step for step with him. He was in his pocket, right?
Yeah.
So, how do you feel now as a? So let's put you. I want to do this two ways. I want to put you first. I want to put you in the Broncos locker room as a Broncos coach or a Broncos player. 7-7 at the half. Backup quarterback in. How do you feel right now?
For first, number one, you got to rely on that defense. You got to lean on that defense heavy, since you are limited in one capacity. But you also got to get behind Stidham at this point.
Have to.
Keep letting him know that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's doing a good job. You can't anticipate him being the hero for the game.
I totally agree. And I think that's what we've been saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just do enough. Don't go be a hero and don't make the big mistake if you're Stidham, right? That play could have been catastrophic, right?
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see if it proves catastrophic based on how the second half goes. What do you think about Sean Payton's decision to go for the 4th and 1 early in the game rather than take the 3 and go up 2 scores?
I think he should have just taken the 3. Like with the backup quarterback, you don't know what can happen.
Right,
You got
I
to
feel the
take
same.
everything you can get. But I think it's also bold. We all know Sean Payton's known for making bold
That's a
calls.
great call.
And in moments like this, you can't be afraid to go for it either.
And the crazy thing about that is it'll end up at the end, if they lose by a field goal, you get crushed for it. But if at the end, like if they make it and they win, the whole thing changes. So it's really going to be predicated about how that second half goes. So now just to get wrap up that question, if you're a Bronco right now, and I was able to tell you, backup quarterback, it's going to be Jarrett Stidham, and he's going to lead us the rest of the way. If I could tell you pregame, you'd be 7-7 at the half. But now you know how the first half went. Are you pumped to be 7-7 and knowing I just got to win one half? Or are you discouraged by how the last 5 minutes went? If you're a player for the Broncos right now, how do you feel? Like, am I good or am I like crap? Like, we missed an opportunity here.
No, you're pumped. You're
pumped.
pumped because like you're keeping up with them without the quarterback.
I agree.
That's the number one moral victory right there within that.
That's
So
how you have to spin it if you're Peyton, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
And so now we're in the other locker room, and if I'm the Patriots, where do I feel about 7-7? Same deal. Now I'm playing against a rookie, not a rookie quarterback, but a guy only 4 starts into his career, and he's outplayed my MVP candidate. Am I pumped that we got outplayed by so much and we're still tied? Or am I thinking, guys, what is going on here? We're coming apart at the seams. What do you feel if you're in the Patriots locker room right now?
Yeah, you got to get to those guys. You got to check in. What's going on? Like why are they hanging with us without a quarterback? What's
Right.
going on here?
And I think this first drive out of half is pivotal. I think if Denver makes a statement, is it snowing there now? Nice. If Denver's defense stands up and gets them to go 3 and out or a quiet first down and punt, I think you feel really good. But if they come out there and they stick one in the end zone quick, I think that completely shifts the tide because we were talking with Clifton in the first half. I don't think that the Broncos team with Stidham is built to come back. So I think if they go down a score quick or 2 scores, I don't know that I think Jarrett Stidham can get me back up. Is that a fair point?
Yeah, I think that's fair. You got to be able to hang with them. If they get 3, you got to get 3. If they score,
it.
you have to score.
Got to.
Playing anything behind, getting 2 straight touchdowns is going to be really difficult.
Agreed. Let's see what Sean Payton has to say. You see the first 4 drives, 123 yards. The last 3 drives, just barely anything. So it's going to be interesting to see who makes the adjustments at half. And that's a big component in the league. They get the ball to Booty quick, and they just try to keep moving. And we've talked about this from the beginning, guys. Being effective on first down, 2nd and 5 is manageable. You want 4 yards on first down, and then you have the ability to open up your playbook and do a whole bunch of different things. When you're starting to see 1st and 8, 1st and 10, 1st and 11, you really limit what you're able to do. And the same goes for 3rd down. 3rd down is vital, obviously. So 2nd and 5 now. We're at the 36. Two backs in the backfield. They hand the ball off. It looks like Ramondre Stevens. Is that Stevenson or is that Travion?
That's
Looks like Ramondre.
Yeah.
He gets a yard, and we're 3rd and 3 now. We're 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3. We'll see what Variable can dial up now. Well, what Josh McDaniels can dial up. Starting to get a little chilly out there. 13-mile-an-hour winds. Feels like 12 degrees. Be interesting to see after a hard-fought game last week and now going a mile high how New England fares, like conditioning-wise. Do they look like they start to wear down as this game progresses? They motion Diggs across. They got 2 receivers down the bottom here and 2 up top with a tight end. They keep him in, and they hand the ball off. And he gets the first.
Yeah, solid run.
Yeah, it was a good run.
Yeah, this Broncos D-line is playing really tough.
Yeah, and that play there, actually, they got no contact on him. He got 4 yards before he even had his first contact, which is huge. No penetration there for Denver. And that was something they did a really good job of in the first half, so we'll see if they can keep that up. See what Josh McDaniels has left. A clean pocket, nice big avenue, and he hit that hole. Ran into his own guy, actually. He might have been running for a little bit. Who knows?
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah, I mean, he clears that. Both of those receivers are they're locked on pretty good. That turns into double digits.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see what Drake Maye does now.
Yeah, this drive is going to set the tone for them for this whole entire second half. They got to
There
get
you go.
something out
Wrap
of
him
it
up in
if
the
they want a
backfield.
chance.
See that there? Even something as small as that, where they have 3 guys with the chance to take him down 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he mounts up making a yard gain out of it. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's a big deal.
Oh yeah, after a while that breaks. You gotta hold them down where they are.
And just even from like a motion standpoint, seeing 2nd and 12 or 3rd and 12 versus 3rd and 8 and 3rd and 7, it's a completely different feeling. So now they're 2nd and 9. They're gonna hand the ball off again, 4th play in a row, and again, nothing. No, ooh, wow, it came up and stuck him, but still, that's 4 runs in a row,
Yeah.
and they've made good positive yardage on all of them.
Yeah, it's looking like that O-line is starting to figure out this D-line a little. So it's good for the Patriots.
I mean, look at that front, too. You see that front right there?
Yeah.
If they show it again, I mean, there was nobody over the center of the guard until the 2nd level. And he got stuck right there pretty good by number 6, but Ramondre Stevenson a little quiet in the first half, but that's to be expected against this defense. Got to see him lock in now. Got to see this defense lock in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're saying a lot of guys on the field, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Travion Henderson. Obviously, Ohio
Stud.
State background.
Yeah, stud.
But like the way that this guy came in, like he's doing exactly what he did for Ohio State for New England. Like it's good to see like rookies step in and not look like a rookie when they play.
The Patriots have a knack for picking guys like that too. Like the last guy was like that was James White. Remember James White?
yeah,
Picked
James
him in
White
like the
was
5th
a dog.
round, and he wound up just being so serviceable for so many years. Had a couple of really good playoff games. Before him, it was Kevin Falk. Right, these little guys, these little shifty backs who can catch the ball, who get vertical, who can run. There it is. You got to take it there. That's big. That's big. Not turning that into a gain of 2 is big because now it's 3rd, and you're looking at what? And now you're pushing him out of field goal range with stuff like that, too. 3rd and 9 is big. He comes up a little limp. Look how patient Travion is here. Look at that. See that? That's got to be hard. You know who's great at that? Le'Veon Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Always so patient in the backfield. Like, you see the way he just drop-stepped, waited for it to develop? I mean, granted, there was nothing there. But he's got 5 rushing yards so far this game. That's interesting to be able to hold him like that. He's coming around the edge. Maye steps up. Oh, don't let this happen. This is terrible.
Drake Maye.
This is
man.
crazy. Crazy.
Denver can't let those type of things happen.
Absolutely not.
It's 3rd and 9. You had them right where you wanted them,
Yep.
and then you just give up the run like that.
Yep. And that'll break your spirit as a defense. That'll break your spirit. And as a secondary, that's frustrating too, because we did our job. You could say, Booty's got a guy on him. They got help over the top. And then the defensive line doesn't get to the quarterback. See, that's tough. That's frustrating.
But when you are game planning for Drake Maye, are you game planning for his legs,
Oh,
do you
100%.
take
Well,
what you get from him?
Well, see, that's the thing. Drake Maye is your new prototype quarterback. So in the old days, there it is. That's big again. Yes, but absolutely. We've talked about it the whole year. Drake Maye's an athlete who plays quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drake Maye, we've seen him do it on a basketball court. We've seen him run at UNC. Yeah, he's very serviceable. And I think Bo Nix has has a little, like he's kind of similar to him. Stidham almost doesn't really have that component to his game, but I think over the next 5 or so years, you're going to start to see every quarterback's going to have to be able to do that.
Yeah.
There's very few conventional pocket passers in the league anymore. It's because these defensive players are so athletic, and these quarterbacks have become so athletic. So yeah, to be able to extend a play and make that happen 2 or 3 times a game, Mahomes does a great job of it. That's too much. It's like I wouldn't call Mahomes a runner, but how many times when the moment calls for it, does he call his own number and go get 8 or 10? Right? It's a massive
game
play.
with his legs.
It's huge. It's huge. And yes, I think Drake Maye is right in that same ilk, man. Yes.
So you think the days of the pocket passer, the guy who just sits back and dissects you from the pocket, is gone?
They have to be gone, right? Because there's like every team has look at all these edge rushers. I mean, it started with Aaron Donald. Like, who are these edge rushers that they get to you so quick? Like these guys, some of the older guys like a Flacco or even a Rodgers now, they have that clock in their head where they know, I got to get this ball out in 4 seconds max. There we go. And that's what you do. See that there? That's what you do against a team that comes so hard with the blitz and so hard with the pass rush every time. You just drop a little screen behind them, and what that does is it neutralizes that. Because they have to think now, because it's weird. It's a weird thing.
As keep everybody honest.
Well, as a defensive lineman, a lot of times, when you're like the job of an offensive lineman on a screen, a lot of times is they'll let the defensive lineman go. They'll almost feign like they're blocking and let them go. And then the defensive player will be like, oh crap, and they'll like eyes are open wide and they'll get in there, but they notice at the last second, oh crap, there's a reason I'm so free, and it's because of that. But the screen game stops these guys after 1, 2, or 3 of them from really being able to pin their ears back like that. But you want to hold them to 3 here. It's going to be demoralizing if they get in for 7, especially the way they did it, where the defensive the backfield has done a great job and the offense has been able to move down the field off the legs of Drake Maye. Because I would be, and I hope I'm wrong, because I'd like to see this thing go down to the wire, but Stidham played, aside from one play, as good a first half as you can imagine. I don't know that I think he plays the same second half. Now that Vrabel's had a chance to go in there and see a half of him and make those adjustments, I don't know if I believe that that he plays the same second half, but we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully that halftime speech was everything.
Yep. That's vintage right there.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see.
Yeah,
What's the hold up here?
I think
4th
they
and
should go
1,
back
man.
to
This is
those older
huge. Now,
days.
what you can't do is they're going to use that D line always coming as a
hard count.
Of course. Nope, they're going for it. They stopped him.
Nah, he might have wiggled his way in.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. They gave him a good spot if it's the guy up top. If it's the guy up top, they got a good spot, the Broncos. They called it. I got to see where the forward progress was stopped or when they blew the whistle. I thought it was much closer than that.
So same situation. Would you have gone for this one or just taken the 3?
Hold on. Oh, bro, that's not I don't think he got it. He's in the middle right there. The ball's not over the line there. The problem is it was called a first down. So if you're going to challenge this, you better have conclusive evidence. And I think that might be. Dude, he is not. They're going to challenge it? They have to challenge it. No?
Oh, they gave it to him.
No, they gave it to him, but I thought they were going to challenge that. How do you not challenge that spot? There it is. They're going to challenge the spot. There it is. You have to challenge that spot. That's a huge play.
Yeah, when that happens as an offense, you got to get on the line immediately.
Right.
Call a play.
Right. Oof. That last view where I think it's a good challenge.
Yeah.
The problem is you need conclusive evidence to overturn. There, I feel. See, that's a great view. Because you got, and it's not where his head is either. It's where the football is.
Yeah.
So you could see in his right arm. I don't know, man. I don't know that I think he got it there. I think that's a. Guys, what do you think in the chat? If you're watching the game, what do you think? Any thoughts about the second one? 6:30 we kick off. Niners Seahawks. What are we feeling?
Rams Seahawks?
Oh, I'm sorry, Rams Seahawks.
I like the Seahawks because I really like Jackson Smith and Jigba, and I wanted.
so do I.
I'm all for the Sam Darnold story to turn it around.
Yeah, me too.
But at the same time, Matt Stafford, like, it'd be cool to see him get another one. Like, who's the last quarterback to get more than one ring outside of Brady and Pat Mahomes?
Outside of who? Brady
And Pat Mahomes.
Well, I guess Peyton got one with the Broncos, but it wasn't.
And that was a while
wasn't
ago.
much of his doing. Yeah, it was a while ago.
It's been
now.
a long time. So, like, to see another guy, like, win in the era of a quarterback is cool to see.
And the craziest thing is that Stafford was probably 14 or 15 years into his career before he got that first one.
Yeah.
And he's at 37 looking as good. Me and Danny talk about it a lot. They say, like Danny was talking about with the MVP, like, do we think they give him the MVP because he's 37 and he may never get that again? Bro, I don't know that. I don't think he can do this for like another 5 more years the way he's playing. He's one of the best throwers of the football I've ever seen. Let me ask you this. This is an interesting question. I think about it as a receiver a lot of times. So he got to play with Calvin Johnson, and now he gets to play with Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, in Sean McVay's offense, right? Do you think he was made more by having Calvin Johnson and now these guys? Or you think Calvin Johnson was made more by having Matthew Stafford and now Puka by having Matthew Stafford?
I'm going to get a credit to Matt Stafford. Like, if you look at his numbers, he's had multiple 5,000-yard seasons.
For sure.
He was just in Detroit, where Detroit was kind of like the bottom of the league. You
Yeah,
don't notice,
definitely.
but, like, if you look at his career numbers, he's had multiple 4,000-plus yard seasons.
Absolutely.
5,000-plus yard
He's
seasons.
got to be in, I'm sure, I think he's probably in the top. He's probably in the top, if I had to guess passing yards in history, NFL all time, I would say top 5 or 7, right? Let's see. Number 1 is it's Brady, Breeze. So Stafford's right outside the top 5. We got Brady, Breeze, Manning. They gave it to him? Oh, bro, he never got the first. Oh. I think it's a bad call if they gave him the first. I think it's a bad call.
Yeah.
I think it's a bad call.
You got to be a little more thorough with that.
But the problem was the way it was initially called on the field. When they call it a first down, you need conclusive evidence to show that it's not. Oh, that's brutal. So it's Brady, Breeze, Manning, Favre, Rodgers, Stafford. And I don't think Stafford's close to done yet. He's 2,000 yards behind Rodgers, who's clearly still playing, and they're about 7 yards behind Favre, and you're breaking into that top 4. But that's different kind of air right there. All right, here we go. 2nd and goal from what looks like about the 3.
Watch Diggs at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, that's a trick play. Nice job coming up right there. They snapped it directly to the back. Interesting call. Interesting call. It looked like they almost lost handle on the ball for a second, too.
Yeah, Broncos D-line came to play today.
Yeah, this is Talanoa Hufanga. He gives Palomalu vibes right there, shooting the gap. He played a couple of years with the 49ers and did a really nice job out there. He did almost fumble that football. Oof, man. So we're 3rd and goal now from the 4. We'll see how they do, and then we'll see if they kick the field goal, which would be interesting. Or if they, too, go for it and force Jarrett Stidham now to go 97 yards. Got him. They got him. They got him.
They came to play.
They're gonna take the 3. They have to take the 3 on the road.
Yeah, this time you have to.
Well, now it's a different team, but they have to take it on. They're on the road. But see, this is where I'm like, I don't know, man. Do I take it? Do I take a shot and then make Jarrett Stidham, if I don't get it, go 96 yards on me? Because I don't know. I don't think I believe in Jarrett Stidham. Like, that first drive was great, and he looked progressively more rattled as the half went on. But this is a gimme, 23 yards. And he tucks it inside the right upright.
Oh, yeah, that was close.
Yeah, it sure was. All right, so New England's up 10-7. This is going to be a big drive. You don't want to go down 2 scores if you're Denver, so you want to put points on the board right now. You absolutely have to put points on the board right now. You got 10 in the room. We appreciate all 10 of you. Thank you, guys. Nobody going to drop anything in the chat? Let us know you're in the chat, guys. We want to say what's up to you.
Yeah, we got some bots harassing us.
They're harassing us?
Some bots. No.
Who, these guys?
Just the spam, yeah.
These jokers? Yeah, that's okay. They were in here earlier with us too.
I saw this really hot take couple weeks, like this was a couple months ago.
Okay.
And they were saying like if Matt Stafford wins another Super Bowl, does he surpass Aaron Rodgers in all-time great quarterback list?
No, I don't think so.
No? Why not?
Because Aaron Rodgers was never part of teams as bad as those Detroit Lions were when, I mean, he was a, what is Matthew Stafford's career record? That's what I'd like to see. Let's see what Matthew Stafford's career.
I have it here. He's 120, 118, and one tie.
120 and 118 is a 500 quarterback. So let's see, Aaron Rodgers at the same time. Aaron Rodgers is, let's see. Aaron Rodgers is 166, 97, and 1. So Aaron Rodgers 70 games over 500. That's different, bro. That is different. I
But
think
2 rings compared to 1?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, that I guess at the same time, do I say, does Eli Manning surpass Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers, Eli Manning, 2 rings. And he was a
at that
big
point,
piece.
yeah.
He was a big piece of those Super Bowl things, but he too finished 500 record for his career.
Yep.
So Aaron Rodgers or Eli Manning, what do you think?
I'm taking Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, so it's
I'm taking
interesting,
A-Rod.
man. It depends on what you deem the most important thing, I suppose, right? Any Aaron Rodgers team from the time Aaron Rodgers also has 4 MVPs. That's hard to overlook. Stafford's looking to get his first right now. Do you think I actually think he gets it. I think he ends up getting I think he's going to get it. I think over the last couple of weeks I think my view has come around. And I think he ends up getting named MVP.
Yeah, I think you have to. If you're comparing everything, yeah. Because, like, one thing people, like, I don't want to discredit the Patriots, but they did have an easier schedule than everybody they faced off against as well.
100%.
So that plays a huge factor into
It does.
everything.
I think what works in Drake Maye's favor, though, is the guys he's throwing the football to versus the guys that Matthew Stafford's throwing the football to.
Yeah.
I mean, Puka Nacua is putting up all-time great seasons. That's a bad kick.
And he still has Devontae Adams.
Oh, that's not a bad kick. He fields it. And Devontae Adams, yeah. And Devontae Adams, I mean, if that doesn't speak volumes to the Jets, bro, where everybody was saying Devontae Adams was washed last year, he comes to the Rams and now he's leading the league in touchdown catches. This is the Denver Broncos ownership. Do you know what those guys made, where their money came from? We're wondering about who is like the richest owners in sports. That's the Walton family, and they are heirs
Walmart.
to the Walmart throne. So those guys are worth probably like $100 million. I don't know exactly, but I mean many, many billions. So they are they're doing things right out there in Denver. Here we go. So Stidham's back under center. 1st and 10 from the 18, 17. And this drive is huge now. They're going to hand the ball off, get vertical, get upfield. Nice job. And they get 3 yards out of what should have really been a loss. So not great, but it's better than the alternative. 2nd and 8, so they give him 2 yards. Still, it's not the best situation you could put a quarterback like this. And then you got to imagine it's going to start getting harder to throw the football as this weather starts to pick up. So,
Yeah, this wasn't much of a factor in the first half, but now it's here.
It's 24 degrees. Flurries. Wind is 11. And you got to watch if you're a receiver. Oh, there it goes. That's good. See that? Oh, no, he fumbled. Is that a fumble or a drop?
Called it a drop.
But I like what Stidham's doing there. He's not panicking, and he's taking what they give him. That's a play that has to be made. That's a play that has to be made. Delivers it right where he's supposed to.
He thought about running before he caught it.
Yep, sure did. Oh, yeah, he never possessed the football. So that's a drop and an incomplete pass. And not a bad job by Stidham. But again, that's probably the 3rd one we've seen Stidham's receivers let him down on. We saw Cortland Sutton get a ball, hit him on that back pocket earlier. He dropped it. We saw little Jordan Humphrey not really looking. Granted, it wasn't a great ball, but it's starting to get cold out there. You can see, there you go. They're going to go Marvin Mims. Go ahead, Mims, get vertical. Nothing. They're going to go 3 and out. They're going to go 3 and out. That's not great.
Yeah, when you got a backup starting, you got to go extra hard for the backup. You got to do everything. If you're blocking, you got to block extra hard. You got to really make sure you catch. You got to run the best route of your life every time you line up as a receiver.
And now they put themselves at risk of going down 2 scores. And going down 2 scores is going to be detrimental with Jarrett Stidham under center. Because he's shown the ability to make a throw, but I still don't know if he's shown me the ability to come back and win me a game. There's the punt. It's out. That's a block in the back and a great tackle. Great special teams tackle.
Good coverage.
Great
right
special teams tackle right there. Abrams drain misses, and he's got 15 yards of green grass before the next person comes down. All right, we'll see what Drake Maye can do. We're going to see what the number 1 or 2 MVP candidate in the league can do going forward. We go to commercial with 3:50 left in the third, and the Patriots with the football up 3. So again, I think if I'm Denver, I'm not terribly upset, but I do got to make an adjustment now because it's getting late early right now. It's getting late early now. This is a pivotal drive. You need to force a turnover here. You need to hold them to 3 and out. You can't let them, minimum a field goal. It has to be minimum a field goal. They need to be within striking distance where they can score once. And then Sean Payton's got to show that same, what's the word? Not I would say ability, but he's got to show the same trust in Stidham as he did in the first half to let him air the ball out a little bit. You're not going to run your way back into the game if you go down 10.
Yeah.
Because that's the game the Patriots want to play right now.
Mm-hmm.
So. Oh, look at this. We got a little ticker going on down the bottom here. Nice job, guys.
Yeah, we got the
very nice
scoring
job.
Summary.
Very, very cool. But yeah, see how vital now, we were talking about it earlier, Peyton leaving those 3 points on the board ends up being? You end up leaving those points on the board in the playoffs, man, and you're flirting with trouble. You take whatever points you can get with a backup quarterback, man.
So you think these other teams are watching this game now, or are they getting ready for their game and not worried about anything outside of this?
Now I've never been in. I can't imagine you want to concern yourself with anything else but your game. That's generally the rule. Like, you don't want to look ahead to next week anyway. Like, you don't make it through today. They don't no matter what these 2 teams do, you know?
Right.
Right now, I think they're probably shoring up their game plans. They're probably not dealing with that obstacle that is that freezing cold weather, though, right? That's nice to hear. I mean, I've played in games of snow, and I've played in games that aren't snow, and I mean, it is a significantly different challenge playing in a nice weather game versus what these guys are dealing with, especially as a wideout. You see when little Jordan Humphrey, I just noticed in the last drive, I just didn't say it, he's literally on the line with his hands behind his back in the warmer.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, you don't want to be thinking about that. And I'm looking, if I'm a defensive player, I'm saying to myself, oh, he's uncomfortable right now. I love this. Look at Gillette. Gillette's even worse, huh? If they were playing up in Foxborough.
Yeah, there's really bad snow vortex that hit the entire East Coast. Like, I think it stopped like right above Georgia.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm talking to family in New York. Oh, they're going to let him go. That's a bad throw. That's another bad throw. Drake Maye has not been great. Extended a couple of plays with his legs, but hasn't really he made one good throw on that hole shot down this sideline that got dropped in the first half. But, I mean, he hasn't made any throws that made me feel like Drake Maye's doing a great job.
Yeah, I mean, he's feeling the pressure of these high-stakes games. This is his first playoffs, right?
Right. And they're allowing him the ability to stick around. Like, you would imagine, though, by his 3rd playoff game, it can't be how long. I mean, I get the lights are brighter as you get deeper, but it's football at the end of the day. These guys have been doing it forever. Got to see him drop back and make a couple of good throws still. See, this is where he makes it. This is where he's changing the game. This is where he's changing the game. And if I'm Hufanga and I got a chance to light him up right now, I'm telling you guys, it might be worth the penalty. I hate to say it like that. It might be worth the penalty if I'm number 9 here. I mean, I don't know that I'm holding up there. I might just give him a nice pop.
Yeah, let them know. Like, think twice about running.
Yep. Or maybe I get their backup in the game.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be dirty about it, but
you got to even the playing field one way or another.
Right. The 64 yards rushing, 55 yards passing. That's it. Knowing when to run the ball as a quarterback is huge. He's picking and choosing his opportunities. They just said all 5 of his runs have gone for first downs. And every one of those, the Broncos thought they could get off the field. And that's demoralizing, man. You don't want that if you're a defense. You can see it's starting to get crazy out there. Here we go, 2nd and 5. Third quarter's gone real quick, actually. Oh, flea flicker. Got him.
Good throw.
Unbelievable, guys.
Good throw. Nice touch.
That's a beautiful throw. That's what I was asking to see. That's a douchey move. It looked like he pushed him, actually. I'm not sure. I'll apologize if I'm wrong, but it looked like he extended his hands, and if that's the case, I hope you get smacked. That is a really nice throw. Very nice touch. Mac Hollins coming across here. That's a great ball. In the snow. Let's see. Are they not going to show it to us? That's a beautiful ball. Puts it right where it needs to be. Great anticipation, too, because that ball was in his hand, was out of Drake Maye's hands before he even cleared that second level. So that's a great ball. Mac Hollins coming in to pin the defensive end, and they're going to run the football. Patrick Surtain up there. Nice job. Not often you see a corner coming up there trying to mix it up and run stopping.
We got some extracurriculars happening after the play.
There it is. Show some life. Let's go. We haven't seen a sack in 3 or 4 drives for Denver. They're getting close, and then they're letting Drake Maye escape the pocket and extend the play. You got to be a little pissed in there if you're them.
Yeah, it's almost like we're starting to see a crack in the Denver armor.
That's
a little
exactly
bit.
it. This is probably the drive that they've looked the most competent in. They're marching down chunk by chunk. Good mix of run and pass. Here we go again. Another bad throw. Another bad throw. Looked like it slipped out of his hands there, right? Because this guy was free. Unless he got pressure or something, I didn't see. So 3rd and 6. You got to imagine, too, though, the kick is not going to be as easy in this, right? I don't think it's crazy yet, but you mess around with a kicker's plant foot when it starts to get snowy on the ground. You mess around with his vision a little bit, so this might make for a tougher field goal too, which ends up being big. Let's see where they are.
Yeah, the holder has to make sure he catches the ball.
Right.
Too many things.
Right. We're looking right now at about a 45 if we were to go from here. It's going to stay there. Maybe be 45, 46 if they go for it. It'll be interesting. At this part of the field, I may even, if I'm Mike Vrabel, say I'm going to challenge Jarrett Stidham to beat me, and I might even go for it there. On their side of midfield, we're going to see. What do you think? Would you think about it?
Nah, after this field goal, then I challenge him to beat us.
Okay.
Let's get a little more comfortable lead. Anything can happen, you know. That gets pick 6, fumble, anything.
That's fair.
Play it a little safer now that you know the stakes and you see what type of game it is.
Yeah.
Then you challenge them.
But this is such a different game if it's 10-7 the other way. Or if it's 10-10 right now, pushed it right. See?
Ooh.
Telling you, man, that's huge. Now that leaves the window wide open for Denver. They've got to make that hurt. This is where if I'm Sean Payton, I pull the stops out now. It's done. Time to play safe is over. You got to throw the football. You got to run screens. You got to take a shot or two. You have to. It's cool, guys. We got a nice group of maybe 10 or 12 right outside our room. Good to see you all. All right, so we got about, let me see what kind of time we have left. Was it about 2-something left in the quarter?
11 seconds.
Oh, just 11 seconds
11 seconds left in the third. About to switch over.
Got it.
Yeah, so now I don't know which way the wind is going, but I'm sure whoever is facing, can't be envying the other team for having to go into the wind if it's your time to switch the field.
Absolutely, and that's a big thing that comes with selecting which way you want the football out of half, because that's something they give you the chance to do. Like if you're kicking the football or receiving the football, you get to decide what side you take the ball from, and you start thinking at halftime like this could be something in the fourth where I want the wind to my back. Mm-hmm. You know, especially if conditions are an issue, and they do a really good job if they're doing it right of noting where their kickers are making kicks from in pregame. But then it becomes weird because pregame was not the same situation as it is now.
Oh, definitely.
As the weather is significantly worse now. Oh, I still can't get over the fact that they call that intentional grounding in the beginning, only to flip it to like a fumble and that ended up being such a major difference. We said in the beginning, you got to limit mistakes if you're Jarrett Stidham. You haven't made a mistake yet too detrimental if you're the Patriots, right? Yeah. Haven't turned that football over yet. If you're they haven't turned the football over, right?
I don't think they
have. And if you're the Broncos, you haven't forced that turnover yet. That now, you got to do it. If you're the Broncos, you got to get that turnover. We got 8 in the room.
But yeah,
Anthony
actually, there was a
Baumeister, what's up, Anthony? Deli is in the room. Luke Shearer, rough conditions. Absolutely, Luke. Absolutely.
It's real football weather right there.
That's it, man. You know what they say too. What weather does is it usually neutralizes the better offense. It usually neutralizes the better offense because the team that's faster or the team that is more precise on their route running, that gets taken away when weather gets bad. It kind of puts everybody on an even playing field, playing a game in the snow or in a big rainy game. You start to neutralize the things teams do well. Anthony is showing some support for the Pats. He says it's rough weather, but only the Patriots can pull it off. Interesting. They do lead 10-7 right now. We're going to see. We're going to see what Jarrett Stidham has. Look at that dominant ball control. Holy cow. 13 minutes to 1. All right, so he's killing the play. He's switching the play right now, Stidham. They gave him probably 2 plays. He called the second. And on first down, they get about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. Not where you want to start, but it is what it is. R.J. Harvey looked good in the first half. They sort of got away from him a little bit at the end. He had a drop in the first. He had a drop earlier. He had a drop. Sutton had a drop. And we're going to the 4th, guys. We're going to the 4th. I think if you're Denver, I don't think you're too upset with the situation you find yourself in. Down a field goal, going, with the football and the opportunity to tie the game. I think you're happy if you're Denver right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you wish the weather would hold up a little.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Because the way you're going to catch up is with chunk plays through the air, probably.
But do you come out and run with scripted, or are you trying to throw the ball downfield now if you're Denver?
Well, how do you script for this? Like, I may have scripted to throw the football, but when the conditions make it tough, like, it's hard to catch the ball. It's hard if you're, because those balls, they get slick. They get slick out there in that weather. So, and your fingertips, you got to imagine their fingers are getting cold.
You can't feel anything.
Yeah, man. Like, it's much harder. It makes for a lot tougher to institute the passing game at a high level when it becomes like this.
Yeah, the Patriots really leaned on the run in that third quarter.
Yep. And they show them that, but that's generally how it is. I'm going to punch you in the mouth until you prove we can stop it. Like, I would have run the ball every play until they showed me that they could stop the run because they were ripping off 6, 8, 4, 6, 5 every time they touched the football. I mean, every time they ran the football.
Because there's still plenty of time to still, like, stick to your game plan.
Definitely.
As well.
Definitely.
So,
I mean, you score a touchdown right now, you're ahead. So what I would say is I just think, and like that goes back to what you were just saying with how much do you come off script. I think, again, it's what is your thought process going in? That's what's going to be the deciding factor. Like when you're Sean Payton and Bo Nix goes down and fractures his ankle, are you looking at the next 2 weeks like, I can still go win a Super Bowl with Jarrett Stidham, or now all bets are off, I'm playing with house money? Because I coach the game differently based upon how I'm feeling. If I think I can't win a Super Bowl with Jarrett Stidham unless we go for the gusto, pull out all the stops, trick plays, blah, 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 then I'm going to open the playbook up and do my thing, right? Yeah. But if you think it's business as usual, he can come in here and do this job, he can do a serviceable job, then I probably stick inside my means and do what I normally do, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I say, like, you kind of don't have anything to lose. Like, yes, you have the number 1 seed, but losing the quarterback changed everything.
100%.
Like, now you got a whole different story now. So I think, yeah, you got to open the playbook. You got to dig in and see what you can do. Try to catch them off guard.
It's basically the same franchise has the number 1 seed, but it's a different team than the team that had the number 1 seed. So, yeah, I would go into it playing with house money now.
Yeah.
Like, anything I can win now is a win. That's a smart play. Get the football out quick, but come on, don't give up. R.J. Harvey can't run out of bounds there. Get vertical. Go get 2-3 more yards there. What are you running? What are you giving up and going out of bounds for?
Yeah, you got to fight for that, too.
He had 2 guys blocking 1 receiver in front of him. Yeah. Just push everything forward.
Yeah, you show that defense, you're not willing to lay down. That changes everything.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that irks me if I'm a coach. I'm saying, what are you running out of bounds for there? At a yard. Get vertical. They didn't show the play again, but Tracy Wolfson is saying that the conditions are starting to get real bad out there, though. You can see the field's starting to get covered pretty quick, too. And now they find themselves at 3rd and 5, where that could have been 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. Good ball. Nope. See? These guys aren't the receivers that are going to go up and make plays for you like that, though. And if I watch that play back, if I'm Jarrett Stidham, watch Jarrett Stidham. I see if he's got to catch that. That's a great ball, actually.
Yeah.
That's a great ball. That's a great ball. That's a drop. Brutal.
Yeah, the DB didn't really have much effect on that catch either. He should have caught that.
Absolutely. Hit him right in the shoulder pad. See, this is tough now. If I'm a gunner, it's important to me that I get down in his face, too, because this is a tough way to – it's tough to take the ball in clean here, too. Because that snow also impacts the return, man. Ball's out. They're going to let it bounce in. That's a bad punt. You can't do that. You can't do that. Because now they come out with it on touchback.
Oh, yeah, that field's getting covered.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed on the broadcast, they have to highlight the lines on the field.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's my first time seeing that. I didn't know the broadcast technology had gotten that.
Oh, that broadcast technology is crazy. They got everything now, man. Yeah, we haven't heard the name Benito very much, right? He hasn't been out there. We haven't heard very much from the defensive line, period, over the last couple of drives. Like, a big sack right now early in this drive would be huge. Put them on their heels, force them to get the ball out, breathe some life back in the building, because you've got such a great home field advantage there. That place is as loud as any building in the league gets. And you haven't given them any reason to cheer after that first drive, right?
Right.
They came out, second drive, I'm sorry. They punted the ball early in the game. That second drive, they gave their building a reason to believe. Haven't really been in the backfield sacking the quarterback. Haven't put up offensive plays to kind of breathe life into the building. These guys are looking for a reason to explode, guys. You got to give it to them, though.
Yeah, this game's going to come down to just like willpower. Everybody's dealing with the cold.
Yeah, of course.
It's rough.
Of course, and nobody feels bad for you. Tough it out. You're all playing in the same conditions, man. But we'll see. I mean, the Patriots look like they're doing okay. They're still moving the ball down the field. They've made adjustments at half. They've been getting into the backfield of the Broncos. They've stopped the run efficiently. I don't remember a Broncos play going for over like 6 or 7 yards in some time.
Yeah, Denver has 61 rushing yards total.
Yeah, and most of them had to be in the first half, right?
Yep. Yeah, not a single stat from Nick. I don't even have him on the no tackles or anything yet.
Yeah, he's been quiet, man. He's been quiet, and that's tough. When your stars don't show up for big games like this, especially ones where you need them to stand up. We said before the game, when your starting quarterback is an all-pro level player and he goes down and you got a backup in, you need to be able to rely on your other stars. Your other stars can't be absent. They have to be present. They have to go make a big play now. Okay, we're snow blowing the lines off. Not bad. Some players have a knack for playing in the snow. For others, they find it really hard. I remember Shady McCoy was always really good in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
He was always really good in the snow. Matt
talks about
Collins, a
that.
wild man. Look at him bouncing around there. He don't even wear shoes to the building, so. What's Matt Collins doing? Look at the rest of the huddle, and then look at Matt Collins.
Is that like a coping mechanism, or you think he's really tuned in?
He's trying to get jacked up. He's a different bird, though. Matt Collins is different. I don't know what Matt Collins is thinking. There you go, man. Starting to get tough to see out there. They hand the football off to Stevenson. And he gets the first. Oh, they fumbled. Did he pull it out? No.
Ah, man.
Yeah, man. He's absolutely right. Absolutely right. The ability to run the football in this is going to be vital. And if they let New England rip off another 6-7 minute drive and then get points, they make it real hard to 10-7. Snow's coming down. It's 1st and 10, guys. We are in the 4th quarter now. They run the football again. And I would do the same until you prove to me that you can stop me from getting 3, 4, 5 every attempt. You see the wind's picking up for sure. The wind is the wind behind the Patriots right now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the wind is behind the Patriots right now.
Kind of going at them at a sideways angle a little.
You can see from their formation, they're not looking to throw the football. That's it. We'll take it. We'll take 4 or 5 every play if we're them. Now, and you know what else though? You realize these rushers that Denver has are neutralized by this field, right? You don't get off with that same juice that you get off with on a clean field when the field looks like that.
Yeah, they aren't swarming the ball like they were in the first half.
And we talked about it. This starts to neutralize what teams do well. Weather always neutralizes what teams do well. If you're a team that gets off the ball well, like the Broncos, or you're a team that passes the hell out of the ball, playing in the weather is very difficult. Because you're not getting that same jump off the ball. You're not digging into the ground the same to get off the line faster than the guy in front of you when it's like this. You've probably got bigger spikes in your cleats right now. Nobody's coming with any juice, right? Look at these guys. That's a huge play. That's a huge play, and that's on the receivers. Receivers had plenty of time to get free, and they didn't. Looked like Drake Maye grabbed his left leg for a quick second. I don't know if I was just seeing things.
Yeah, I saw that too.
But see, look at this. Riley Moss running the route for Booty. There's Diggs.
Covered.
Everybody's covered.
Covered.
Everybody's covered. And we're going to see if Drake Maye came up a little limp there. I'm not sure. It looked like he went and grabbed his leg right away. That's what I'm saying, a coverage sack. That's on the receivers. Get that football out. There it is. Let's see how this goes. Oh, wow. See, that's close. That's the second one that got close to the Broncos player. All right, here we go. So 11 and a half minutes to go. Stidham's going to start the ball with about 70 yards to go for a score, so we'll see. All right. Home stretch, guys. This is all you could ask for, though, right? Last time we were here, man, this game was over by now.
Oh, yeah.
Those ones aren't fun to do.
That was a hard one for A-Rod.
Yeah, those ones aren't fun to do. What do you think, Aaron Rodgers? He comes back now that McCarthy was signed as the head coach. I think it gives them a much better chance to bring him in.
Yeah, I see A-Rod coming back. They didn't have a bad season.
No.
They got something to build off of.
Right. You got to get him a little help, though, on that offense, though. DK Metcalf, we saw. When they neutralized DK Metcalf, there's not too much going on in that offense. Kenneth Gainwell's a good player, but you need to get him a little more help. They kind of got away from their tight end Pat Freiermuth a lot. When they get him involved in the game, I thought they looked like a much better team.
Yeah, they had that big tight end Washington. That guy was a
Yeah, he
beast.
broke his arm. That guy's
Yeah.
humongous. Is he from Georgia? He went to the University of Georgia, I think.
Yeah. Let me look him up. Washington.
Yeah, what is his name? It is
Darnell-
Washington. Darnell
Darnell-
Washington.
yeah,
Yeah,
Darnell
from Georgia, right?
Yeah. Six, 7, 263.
6'7", 260. I think he broke his arm, right?
Yeah.
He made a great play the week before, I think, to score a touchdown.
Yeah, finished the season with 300 receiving yards.
Yep.
1 touchdown.
As a rookie,
31
and he's
receptions.
primarily a blocking tight end. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, not at all. I'm surprised you don't see many of those types of tight ends more often. He's too small to play tackle, but a little too big to play tight end, so you just put him right there on the edge and have him block for you.
They used to do that a lot, and those are the guys you leak out and get them a couple of catches because they're a nightmare to bring down.
Oh
afterwards,
yeah,
'cause they're
those
huge.
DBs don't want to see that.
Yeah, no, nothing about it. That's when they completely lose form and they just dive at legs and hope these big guys fall over them.
Yeah, that's when business decisions are made.
That drives me crazy. I hate when defensive backs do that. They'll just dive at your legs. A lot of times it gets guys hurt, which sucks. And that could go on both ends, man. If you're a defensive back and you just tuck your head and you throw your head forward at somebody, that's a recipe for disaster. But we see a lot of guys do it because the alternative is standing up a guy 6'7", 260 and not going and ending up on a highlight film.
You just got to get to them and hold on and hope your teammates are there soon enough to help
Well,
you
wrap
out.
them legs up with everything you got.
Yeah.
But you don't want to get dragged. All right, we go. It's a big drive here. Big drive. 1st and 10. Well, everybody's moving slow out there now. You can see it. Harvey gets around the edge. Nice job.
Man,
But it looked like that play just developed so slow, right?
the point of the game, nobody can feel their toes.
And what happens now is the cleats that you're wearing end up being vital. Like a lot of these guys wear molded small spikes. But when it gets like this, you almost have to change them. You wind up a lot of guys going to the screw-ins that are about 3/4 and it gets you a little more traction on the field. You're getting to the point now where you're going to start to see that. I wouldn't be shocked if a couple of guys at halftime made that switch. But it gets like chunked up in the bottom of your cleats if you're playing with the short moldeds, and it sucks. Very hard. Go right back to the run. Harvey again. Makes a couple of guys miss, but to no avail. He's going to go backwards. It's probably about 3rd and 3 now. And are you at the point where you're going for it now? Or where you are on the field, probably I'm not going to go for it yet. Yeah. I'm probably still going to punt it out, even if it's 3rd and 1. They call it 3rd and 1 still? They're calling it 3rd and 1 still, huh? That's a long one. I thought they went backwards a yard or two. They must have whistled it early. But they've gotten away from letting him throw now, like a little play action, like, touch pass or letting him break the pocket and find a guy. They go right back to the run, and they get it. 1st down. Good job right there.
It's become one of those games now. I think the passing is done.
And you watched the entire 3rd quarter. The Patriots had the football, so it'd be nice if Denver can put a little drive together now and get that defense a little bit of rest. Though, when it's this condition, man, you almost want to be on the field. If you're standing on the sideline for 15, 20 minutes, things start to hurt and stiffen up and it sucks.
Yeah, those heaters aren't enough.
No. Mother Nature is too strong for most of these heaters, yes. 2 guys in the backfield. Stidham's changing the play, it looks like. He play actions, you gonna get rid of it? He's escaping the pocket again. Got to get the football out. That's 3 times, man. The receiver's just not getting free.
Yeah, number 69 gave up on that play.
He's extending the play, guys. You got to get in his line of sight. You have to get in his line of sight and give him something to throw the football to.
So as a receiver, like, is that a timing thing? Like, can you sense when your quarterback is in trouble and you need to?
You should be able to. We usually have rollout rules. Like once the quarterback escapes the pocket, the general rule is deep guy comes shallow, shallow guy goes deep, so that you're not guessing where your guys are going to be. Like we want to have a plan for everything. So what we used to do is that when rollout happens, all things go to like crap. So like if I'm the deep guy, I'm coming back straight to the sideline and just trying to get in his field of view. The same. What are you throwing to? That's such a bad play. That is a bad play. You're not putting him in any position to be successful here. That's terrible, guys. That's not a great play. I mean, what happens if you complete that football? What do you? Let's say you complete that football. What are you going to get? 2 yards out of it? Oh, that's brutal. That's just a brutal play. They're not even looking for the football.
Yeah. Could have thrown it a little better, but that's the best case scenario for Denver.
Oh, yeah,
for that
of course.
to happen.
But just calling that play right there. Well, what is supposed to happen in these conditions? Oh, you're not going to catch the ball 1 yard and make guys miss for go get the 1st down, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, get 10 yards in this. Man.
They got the 5280 logo. You get the significance behind that?
That's the altitude, right?
It's crazy, right? 1 mile high, 5280.
I love when teams do like a new uniform rollout because they go into all the details of everything.
Yeah, the NBA does a great job with that with the City Edition unis.
Yeah, like With these Broncos uniforms, I hated them at first, but now I like them a little bit. Like, they've slowly grown on me.
Okay.
Like, it's like modern, but they should go back to the classic late 80s unis.
Oh, those are sick. That's a great punt. That's a good punt. We're going to see where the referee stops walking. He's still going forward. He's still going forward. He stops at about the 8 or 9 yard line. So New England's going to have to go 91. But just a field goal makes it where Denver's forced to score a touchdown. And they've shown nothing in the last probably 2 quarters to make me think they have the ability to go downfield and score a touchdown right now, unless they get some sort of break.
Yeah, there's no football moving in this
Yeah.
weather at all.
Yeah. Who's out here? Malik, our boy. Kareem's out there. Kareem, what's up, brother?
Got Kareem from BDC.
Good to see. That is Kareem, BDC's one of BDC's rock stars out there. He's in here with a couple of his clients in the boardroom, guys. We can tell you this so many times. The boardroom is crazy, man. You got to get down here and see it for yourself. Come down, spend a night. Spend one evening down here, and I promise you, you're going to see the value it adds, man. It's one of the coolest spots we have down here. And I've been in here now with Ray Lewis. I've been in here with Willis McGahee. We've been in here. We had Ron Harper, NBA great, in here last week. We've had a ton of big time athletes come through here, guys. Lots of big time entrepreneurs. You come in the right night. It really, I said, it looks like an NFL player's lot if you come in the right night. We do some really cool live events out of here. It's one of the perks of being a boardroom member, guys. So we had a live event with Stephen A. Smith and the boys on the PBD podcast just a couple of weeks ago. One of the perks of being a boardroom member is you get to come on in. You get a ticket. You're front and center. You get to hear the entire thing. And we get to hang out for a bunch of hours afterwards. So that got to happen here. About a month and a half before that, again, we don't care about your political affiliations. Everybody is welcome here. But we had Eric Trump in the building. We did the same thing. And so on and so forth. We've done these with a ton of political people, a ton of entertainment people. We've done movie screenings here before. And guys, the list goes on. And we're working on some stuff now for VT Sports that I think is going to be a lot of fun. Like, I'm talking big time players representing big time teams, and it'll be a lot of fun if we get to kind of pull these things off. So continue to check in with us for that. All right, so here we go.
Yeah, I feel like one turnover in this quarter would shake everything up.
Well, I mean, it would be the first turnover. The big difference in the game is one careless turnover is the big difference in the game so far. And we said coming in, you have to, if you're Stidham, not make that mistake. And as of now, that mistake is the difference in going to the Super Bowl or not. So we'll see if if the defense can force New England into that mistake. Because let's be real, Drake Maye is a really good player, but he's still a young kid. He doesn't. See, that's huge.
Oh, man.
That's huge.
Man, I know that field.
Let's see
is very slippery.
Let's see if they start. Let's see. Oh yeah, toes dug in, and that's tough, man. That's a helpless feeling back there if you're Ramondre or Drake Maye. Yeah, these guys start pinning those ears back and get back there. 2nd and 13 is tough. It's tough to throw the ball. It's getting tough. Imagine a safety right now.
Oh, man.
They hand the ball off, conservative, go up there and make a tackle. See, that's huge. Got to make that tackle. Surtain, good job. Patrick Surtain comes up, sticks his nose in there. Good stuff. Good to see a cornerback get in there and mix it up, makes the tackle, helping the run a little bit. Good stuff.
Yeah, to have a cornerback that's like not afraid to get in there and get a tackle,
Absolutely.
That's a goal of mine to have.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you don't see it often, especially nowadays. So we're 3rd and 11 now, guys. It's going to be interesting to see the play they run. I still don't think they really try to take a shot or anything. I think they play it conservative. They're gonna move him out of the pocket. Nope, he's gonna throw it out of bounds, and they're gonna punt it. Now, do I heat him up? Do I heat the punter up? It's hard to catch the football now. It is hard to get it out. You are probably limited normally with you usually get to snap the ball. I'm going to see now if he gets to take his full drop as a punter. Where's Marvin Mims standing?
Yeah, I think, given the conditions, I think you'd be a little more bold and.
See, 35 creeping off the edge. Okay, he's going to come back out. So, all right, so they're not going to send anybody, it doesn't look like. They're going to bring their regular rush, but they're not going to really heat him up. Okay? And it's out. Oh, look, he shanked it. He shanked it.
Yeah.
Where's the 50? It's so hard to see right here. I don't even know what yard line that ball is on. That's what's tough. Wow, look at how much he shanked that.
Are they in field goal range already?
They're on the Patriots side of the field. Here's the deal. Now, Sean Payton's going to play a massive role in this right now. That's a huge, huge shank right there. But look, let's be real. Even a field goal from what's normally an easy kick right now is not an easy kick.
Yeah, not at all.
You know, you get a 42 or something like that. That's a gimme in good conditions nowadays in the NFL. Right now, that's not a gimme.
Yeah, it's almost like the field goal kick is not an option right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, you want to play for the touchdown, absolutely. Let's see where they are. I wonder why they have the lines shoveled off. Like, let's see where they're at. I can't even see the yard markers on the side of the field. Ball's on the 33. Wow. So, yeah, under normal circumstances, a 50-yard field goal right here. You're already in field goal range. Don't do anything silly, Stidham. You're in field goal range. One first down, it's a doable field goal. Oh, see that penetration? That's brutal if you're 60. 60, you got to grab your stones, and you can't let yourself get pushed back 4 yards there.
Yeah,
that's brutal because you push yourself out of field goal range that way. That's a terrible job. Wow, look how fast it's coming down. Holy cow. That is incredible how fast it's coming down, huh? Wow. But 2nd and 12 makes an already hard field goal that much harder. You gonna see if they let him throw the ball at all? They're gonna let him throw it. Make a guy miss. See that right now? See, this is incredible.
He's cold. You can tell. He's not moving.
He's not moving. The blockers aren't moving. He gets hands right back in his thing. You're a tight end, bro. Make a block. He just ran around you and made a tackle. But that's a terrible play call, by the way. Throwing the football behind the line of scrimmage, you might as well just run it.
Yeah, especially in these conditions. You can't take any chances. There was a saying by Archie Griffin, when you throw the ball, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
It's true. It's true. This might be 4-down range. This might be 4-down territory. Go ahead, Stidham. Make a play. Go make a play with your legs. So now I don't know if I kick it. I don't know if I trust my kicker in this. All right, here's the deal. Well, let's miss the first field goal from 40. Right? What did he kick the first one from? 42 or something and miss it? He's kicking from 46 right now. 16-mile-an-hour wind with him, at his back. Pushed it. He made it. Did he make it?
Oh.
Brutal, man.
That's rough.
Brutal. Mentally, oh, God, that's so brutal. That is so brutal.
Especially with that being the closest they've come to a score.
When games
so long.
come down to these guys it's so infuriating. It's a great snap. It's a great hold.
Hooked it.
Twice. Brutal. Just brutal. I mean, look, you can't ask for a better snap and hold than that.
Oh,
Did he get a piece of it?
Yeah, he got tipped.
Yeah. Leonard Taylor started the year with the Jets, I think.
They said he brought him up from the practice squad last night.
Yeah.
Man, Imagine getting that call.
Imagine
in a game
making
like
that play.
this.
And imagine that making that play. That's crazy. That might be their last shot, guys. But look, the offense gave me no inclination that they were going to get 4 yards anyway, so I probably kicked the same. That's brutal, man. Brutal.
Yeah, well, now you just see New England try to run the clock out.
You're going to see them try for sure. We're going to see if that Denver defense can stand up, though. They've given, I mean, them too. Denver's looked incredibly soft in the second half. They've looked very, very soft. They've been blown backwards on runs. Their offensive linemen look weak. They look very, very soft in the second half. See what Drake Maye does. See, I don't think you got to rip that football out now. I don't think they're going to give Drake Maye a chance to make a mistake. I think they're just going to hand the ball off and play it safe the rest of the way. They'll let time tick off now, punt that ball deep. Well, let's see if the punter comes through again. I mean, I'm not super encouraged by the way any of these units have looked the last 2 quarters. Offense, defense. Director Logan, you know what? You might be right. You might be right. But that's on the kicker to be able to, his job, he wants to try to drive it through the wind, obviously, but you got to get enough height on it that a lineman doesn't get a hand on it. All right, there you go. So they keep it, it's going to be 3rd and 11, 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 11. Looks like a Patriot is hurt. I don't know if he's just, slow to get up or if he's actually hurt. But they're going to punt the ball away. Denver's going to get another shot. I think now, man, am I hesitant to even try to kick a field goal at the end if it comes down to it?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't know that I trust this guy Lutz at all. We'll see this guy too. Is he in his head? Is Behringer in his head after he shanked the last one so bad?
Time out on Denver at the punt? This is interesting. You know why they would call a timeout right there?
Unless they didn't get their unit out there properly. I think they let most of the play clock go too, so it's not like they were going to save 20 seconds or anything. But I don't even think you're thinking about that at this stage. Maybe they just got the wrong personnel out there.
Yeah, that's a bit of a waste.
Yeah, for sure. And these timeouts are going to be vital at the end of the game for sure. It's a 3-point game right now.
Yeah, especially if they don't score right here, they don't have any way to stop the clock if it comes down to it.
Right. Well, they'll have, yeah, right. See, and this sucks because you got a playmaker like Mims back there, and this completely neutralizes him. His ability to stick his foot in the ground and make a guy miss, that all goes away. That all goes away in the snow. He's got a ton of room. Well, there you go. Ball goes right out of bounds. We'll see where they are. Again, I can't tell. Okay. So we'll see what yard marker that is. It's kind of tough to see right now.
Yeah, let's see what they say.
Say another 33-yard punt or a 42?
To Denver's 32.
It's at Denver's 32.
Yep.
Okay. So they got to put a drive together now. We're going to see. I mean, I'm telling you, this offense has looked pretty awful for the last couple of drives. I mean, the run game can't get anything going. The pass game, there's nothing there. They haven't even attempted a ball, more than 5 yards down the field in the whole second half. I don't remember. There you go. That's all you can do. So he's killing the first play. Let's see what they gave him because they give him 2 plays in the huddle. There it is. They're going to let him throw it. What is he doing? What is he doing with this double shovel?
That was very unsafe.
He did that double shovel pass earlier, too. You got to understand, guys aren't making guys miss in this anymore. This is not, what is he double pushing pass? What's he pushing for? That's ridiculous. He's throwing a medicine ball? He's throwing a football.
Was that supposed to be a trick play?
No, that was supposed to be a play, but I don't know what he's thinking of throwing the ball like that. He threw that like I would throw a medicine ball. Can't do that.
Unless he's trying to make sure it's like soft enough for him to catch. because it's so cold.
They barely reached him. I mean, and you got getting it on there with any juice. So, like, by the time you get to it, if it gets there, the defender's on him already. Look for the football. That's on Mims.
Killer.
That's on Mims. He didn't even look for the football. I hate watching bad football. It really does frustrate me. They've had every opportunity to win this game with this kid in the game.
Yeah.
And he's not even looking for the football. Mims is 30 yards down the field. He doesn't even turn his head back. You're not even looking for the football until it's in the defender's hands. That's brutal.
Man, has Sutton had any targets this game?
Yeah, Sutton dropped the ball in the first half, scored a touchdown. He's the one who scored the touchdown on the play action, but he had a drop coming out of a dig. That sucks, man.
Yeah, you got to get it to the number one guy, and I feel like he hasn't.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That one there, it's tough because it's hard to stick your foot in the ground on a ball that's short and come back to it because of the conditions. But if I'm Mims, I can't run 30 yards down the field blind and not look for the football. So now they're going to have the 2-minute warning to stop the clock. They're going to have one timeout. I think one first down pretty much ices it. You got to try to rip that thing out with everything you got right now. You see them punching at it right there, 57. So they'll stop the clock at 2 minutes. Man, oh man. Conditions have played a huge role in this fourth quarter. So has field goal kicking, though, too. You got to see Sean Payton's going to kick himself for not taking those three earlier in the game, man.
No, yeah, at this
I don't know
point.
what you're thinking, man. Guys, we're coming to you from the Boardroom Cigar Lounge. We are in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale to be exact, guys. Premier Cigar Lounge down here. It's on North Federal. If you're in the area, stop by. Check this place out, man. I'm telling you. We got a nice crowd outside. Just high-level, high-value people, high-level, high-value members, man. Great relationships. I'm looking out there. What I love to see is there's not a phone in sight, guys. And the reason is because coming into this cigar lounge, we take phones. So, like, phones are not allowed in here, and the reason for that is we're trying to push relationships and communication and networking. And phones have made that so difficult these days. So it's cool to look out there and see 20 people and not a phone in sight. Just smoking cigars, we're seeing jerseys, and we're seeing them gathered around a TV, just chopping it up, talking business and ball. So it's cool. I really suggest you guys get down here. It's open every day. Michele runs the whole thing. He's the best in the business. It's getting better consistently. We're doing new stuff to make it better every day and week. And if you know our staff here, Barney and Michele, the guys who are tasked with continuing to grow this place, there's nobody better. So, and obviously anything PBD puts his hands on is going to be top tier. So. All right, home stretch, Malik. Home stretch. Got to get a stop here, man. Got to get a stop.
Yeah, it's not completely over for Denver just yet, but that pick made it real hard for them.
Real tough. And one first down, I think, probably ices it. You're going to have to use your timeout after this play. One first down will probably just about do it, especially when you can't drive the ball down the field to try to rip off big chunks at a time, you know?
Mm-hmm. And then the beauty of this, I think, with both of these teams being young, this isn't going to be their last face-off.
See, we've spoken about that. That's what's tough, though. That's what's tough, man. I think people think that a lot of times. If you remember, Dan Marino played in the Super Bowl his second year, never got back again.
Yeah, once that window closes, it closes.
And you look at that AFC, man, I'm telling you, I don't know that I think Mahomes is close to done. I think Josh Allen's got another bunch of good years. I think Joe Burrow's sticking around, so.
I would like to see Lamar Jackson get his time.
That'd be great. It would be great. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, to just assume that in the AFC you're going to make it back here is not an assumption I think is safe. So these guys can't take this for granted, man. Got to go in there and make the play. So with 3rd and 6, Broncos have just called their final timeout to stop the clock. If they get a stop here, you imagine they'll get the football back with probably a minute, maybe 45 to go. and maybe a little more than that. No timeouts. And, I mean, it just doesn't seem to me like they've got the firepower to make a long drive, late. But we'll see. Crazier things have happened. And, look, that all becomes for naught if they get this first down on 3rd and 6. I don't even know if I get it to, 4th and 1 if I'm Mike Vrabel, if I don't just push it down their throat and get that last first down. We'll see. All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. Play action. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. Wow, he's done.
That's it.
That's Drake Maye, and that has been Drake Maye's weapon of choice the whole game. It's been breaking the pocket and using his legs. He has shown minimal ability to throw the football today. There it is, and if you're 52, you got stiff-armed by a quarterback, 52. Golly.
Yeah, you can't let that happen.
Stiff-armed by a quarterback to win the AFC title. That is not what you want to see right there. That's going to do it, guys. Now, obviously, in conditions like this, there's always the ability for a turnover late, but that's going to be
Offside? Encroachment?
yeah, probably. That's the biggest stat of the game right there. Drake Maye rushed the ball 7 times, 6 of them for first downs. And guys, probably 4 of them were just backbreakers, where your defensive backfield held up, they kept the receivers in check, and they let Drake Maye go off and scamper for a big first down, and that'll just demoralize a team.
Yeah, his longest run was 28 yards. He
Yep.
had 67 rushing yards on the day, 66, and 7.3 yards a carry.
And I bet you 66 is 66 the leader?
No, we got Stevenson at 71.
He does. Wow, quiet 71.
Yeah.
He didn't break for 1 or 2 long ones, I don't think, right? And it looks like, guys, the New England Patriots, after a 5-year drought, and I say drought very loosely because 5 years in that is crazy. They are making their way back to the Super Bowl. They look, barring anything crazy, like they're going to represent the AFC. I guess barring a fumble now or something, they're not going to throw the football. Drake Maye will take a knee. And again, barring anything crazy, which in cold weather with crazier things could happen, I suppose. But so now it'll be about they'll snap the football back with 30 seconds, and then they'll probably be able to take pretty much the whole thing off. That might that might do it, but there may be like a handful of seconds left. I'm not quite sure yet. I snapped it a little earlier than I thought they might, actually. Oh, there you go. That's it. That's going to do it.
You got any closing remarks of the game?
I kind of feel like I hate that. I thought we were already robbed of what could have been when Bo Nix got hurt. But I feel like we were kind of further robbed with the weather at the end. But that's the breaks, man. When you get to these cold months, that's what happens. You know what I mean? Anything could happen, but you almost feel a little robbed of what could have been a great game. Bo Nix goes down, that robs you of the young quarterback versus young quarterback. And then you see I wonder how the fourth quarter went if the weather would have held up a little bit, you know? Did they let Stidham air it out a little bit more? Does the play get a little less sloppy? But it is what it is. There's no, that's how it goes, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
how
think
it goes.
Yeah, they should have got a little more daring in the first half, like Denver taking the chance. Because they don't have much film on this guy. Most of the time when you have a guy there's no film, you don't know what to expect from him.
And the most successful play of the day was just that, right? He dropped back, and he aired it out and said, what the hell? We're going to go down swinging. And he completed a ball for probably 40-something to Mims that set them up for that first touchdown. It seemed like they completely got away from allowing him to be able to do that. I think a massive, massive play that would be overlooked, it's something we mentioned when they did it, is Sean Payton electing to not take 3 points when they were right there. I mean, they were probably on the 20 or 20, somewhere. That's a chip shot, man. You take that and you go up at the half. I mean, right now, theoretically, you're still tied, right?
Yeah, now
You
we go to
force
overtime.
New England to beat you. Yeah, I mean, you never know. Then maybe Drake Maye has to air the ball out more times than he has and makes a mistake. Or, yeah, it's tough, man, but that's going to do it. And I saw a 20-year run of the Patriots at the top, and I was getting comfortable and hopeful. For being honest, I was tired of seeing them there. And here they are right back again.
Yeah, right back.
And it looks like they got. Look, I'll need to see more from Drake Maye. Obviously, they'll be playing in different conditions in the Super Bowl. It'll give him the opportunity to showcase his passing ability a little more. But he has been very underwhelming the last 3 weeks, if you ask me, for a guy who had such a great first 10 for 21 for 86 is not. But he did protect the football today, which is huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think he is a young quarterback, lack of experience. I guess that kind of plays into a lot of this as well. Like, I'm sure this is his biggest challenge yet.
Absolutely.
So I will give him that grace with it. But, like, who do you think is his best, like, what team do you think he wants to see in this after coming out of this game?
I think both teams probably want to see the Seahawks because the Seahawks have never been there.
Yeah.
I've seen not Jared Goff. I've seen Sean McVay put together a Super Bowl winning game plan. I've seen Matthew Stafford deliver a Super Bowl winning game, and I haven't seen that from Sam Darnold yet. Even last week when they won a playoff game for the first time, it was on the back pretty much of the defense, right? So I want to see Sam Darnold beat me before I want to give Matthew Stafford the opportunity to beat me in the Super Bowl, right? Because if I'm gun to my head, I feel like Matthew Stafford probably beats me before Sam Darnold on the other side. You feel the same?
Yeah, I feel the same. Yeah, like that team's been there. Was it 4 years ago they won?
Right.
So like, there's still a lot of guys in that locker room, still same quarterback, same everything. So that for them being that close again, I'm sure they're a lot more hungry, and also on top of that, experience too.
And to touch on something you kind of like jokingly said on Wednesday, you talked about how I think the league probably wants to see Patriots-Rams a lot more than they want to see Patriots-Seahawks.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the next game goes from that front too, you know? A little conspiracy-ish, but we'll see. Well, something I'll pay attention to. But that's going to do it for us, guys. We spent 3 hours here with you guys, kickoff to the end. We appreciate everybody who jumped on with us. That's an AFC title game in the books. That's our second live stream. Thank you to the boardroom for hosting us. Thank you for PBD and Valuetainment for the opportunity to have the platform. Thank you to Clifton and Malik for jumping on. That's going to do it for us today. Guys, enjoy the second game. Patriots on their way to the Super Bowl from the AFC. Malik, what do you got for us?
Oh, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at VT Sports Channel. I got that right the first time this time, and thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely, guys. Have a wonderful time. Enjoy the second game. Be safe. And we'll see you all during the week for Valuetainment Sports with Danny Kanell and myself. Wednesday, 5 o'clock. Check in. Talk to you soon.